Wake up!
Where are we right now?
Welcome to the edge of flat Earth.
What the fuck is the matter with these people? And I see that people have been fucking around, once again, at the expense of me.
And on God's flat Earth.
Having fun. Uploading my videos, turning my words into whatever, and saying all this nonsense. But the truth is that we are stationary. We're flat. We're covered with a dome. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. And we didn't make this. God did. That's right. God loves you.
Jesus loves me, this I know.
The Bible tells me so.
I like to give people something to think about over the weekend, just in case if I'm able to put a video out.
He's ruined my fucking weekend.
Checkers, anyone?
I prefer a more scientific approach.
That's sad, isn't it? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 12/8/24. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. 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 Are you still asleep? They took a flat map and wrapped it around a ball and made you think you live on it. Anybody else might run into a small unfortunate accident. Now you're burning everything. Oh, you can't really get it right. Oh, damn it. You see, there you go. Okay, it's folding right there. It's creased. You will be bombed by 22 minutes. Possibly on the floor. No knowledge at all. All the ball earthers have no knowledge. It's magical. Remember, I want you to think about the chemicals. Okay. These are my thoughts. Hopefully you'll think about it. You can't put something that's flat around on a ball. It doesn't work. Enjoy and have a good time. It should be fun. Get your popcorn out, because it's going to be a winner.
Karma's a bitch. Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and I hope that you are all having a fabulous, amazing evening tonight. An evening for us, anyway, over here in Eastern Standard Time. It is the afternoon, though, for my guest today. And with me today, we have Chuck Chases the Facts. We're going to be going over a lot of flat Earth stuff today. We're going to be talking about the final experiment. We're going to be talking about what is going on in the MMA UFC world, because they're drinking something or something's happening. I don't know what it is, but we'll get into it. And we are, of course, going to be reacting to our favorite flurf, CC Chris from New York, Westchester County.
What the fuck is the matter with these people?
So without further ado, I welcome my amazing guest today, Chuck Chases the Facts. Hi, Chuck. Are you okay?
Oh, that was so funny. That was absolutely brilliant. I love the bit at the end as well. It's going to be some fun. Get your popcorn. Oh, my stars.
Oh, yeah. Those are my favorite clips of CC so far. I need to redo it, though. I have to add a couple in there. for the
Oh,
last like
how
few streams. I'm a bit behind.
I didn't even think about putting something like that together. How long did that take you?
Not long. Not long.
Oh,
I've gotten pretty good with the clippings. I tend to clip as I go. So like if I react to something and someone says something really funny, I make sure to remember like when it was. I'll write down the timestamp and then
okay.
I'll clip it and then I save them all. So then, you know, when you get a good bunch of them, you could just fit them into a song.
Well, that was absolutely brilliant, and I I so applaud you for that. But yes, get your popcorn ready because I think we're about to go on an incredible journey, and hold on tight to it.
We are. We might even be traveling to Antarctica.
Oh, I'd like Antarctica. I just wish people would say it properly. CC does have an issue when he says Antarctica. You miss the C. Antarctica. It's not Antarctica. Antarctica. It's Antarctica.
Yeah.
I say it in the proper
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Antarctica. So we're going to start off because these guys allegedly traveled there.
Ice starts to go from
They
smooth
did.
to starting to break up here.
Oh,
What quarter aren't we right now?
Yeah.
What planet is this? Just think of this picture. I like how that Earth is meeting
what
the glacier.
planet is this?
See that interesting shape?
Earth, I hope. Otherwise, we. That's the problem. First of all, I don't know if he'd survive in that plane up in space.
It's only a little Cessna.
Right? Right. Joe says troubles here.
I think.
We have
I
Giant Ass Adult Diaper says greetings from Marty's butt. And Salah's Tiny Dinger says, I love poop.
Good to know. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you, Salah.
I was getting a bit worried, but
Right.
I can rest now.
So these guys traveled allegedly to Antarctica, and then they're flying over, and they are apparently recording the Forbidden Ice Wall.
Oh wow, yeah. Just mesmerized. I've never seen terrain like this. It's so insane, isn't it? How? Because this is right at the edge of it.
Like that doesn't look like a wall to me, though.
It's not even Antarctica.
And that's what I was gonna say. I thought this was hilarious because the whole time I was really confused. I was like, I don't think that that's where they are, though.
Pools of water, full ice, like cold. I don't even know what not like nothing you've ever seen. Nothing like nothing. It blows away anything we've seen so far. Oh man, the ice below us is that's like the Grand Canyon of ice. Yep. I'm just like blown away looking up at the walls and the peaks next to us.
Again, it looks like normal mountains. Normal mountain peaks to me.
It is. It's
which like the top of the mountains usually do have ice and snow. Right? So that especially if you were in Antarctica, as they're claiming they are.
I think I know where this is.
Where do you think it is? Because I don't have a clue where it is. I just don't feel like this is the airplane you would be taking to Antarctica and flying around like this. So that was the first sign. No. The first sign to me was that I was like, okay, this airplane wouldn't make it. Like Joe says, that plane won't have the range to get to Antarctica. Like I was very confused. But then also I was looking at like the mountains, as you can see here, there's several peaks here. And I was like, I don't think that that's what Antarctica looks like.
No.
So then I was like, why are they tagging this and claiming that they're in Antarctica and that they're going over the ice wall? Like, why are we doing this today?
It is far too mountainous for Antarctica. Far too mountainous. There is not. It doesn't have that many peaks.
No, I believe it's way more flat than that.
It's sort of 95% flat. That there are
Yeah,
slight
no, that's what I mean. Like there are
hills,
some,
hills I'd call them, but mountains.
but most of it is fucking
It's
flat.
it's flat.
So I was like, I don't know if you guys got lost on your airplane or what happened, but this has been going around, being shared by some flat earthers that I used to argue with on Twitter a lot. And they've been swearing that this is a video of the ice wall, as you can see. Like it says it on the video. They wrote it on there, and they've been sharing it around.
Wow.
So then that piqued my interest because I found this video a few months ago. This one's been going on for a few months. So I was like, what has possessed the flat earthers to talk about the ice wall again? And then I found this article here. Okay. And this article here explains
from Yahoo, of course.
Right. Antarctica is an island continent at the southernmost part of the world. But on a flat Earth, Antarctica is an ice wall that encircles all the other continents and holds in all the world's oceans. That's why it's a wall, right? Because like there's no gravity on this Earth. So the oceans need to be held in. There's like several reasons why. So then it goes on to say, for years, flat earthers have said that Antarctica holds the key to proving the Earth is flat. But not a single flat earther has ever been to Antarctica. And I believe that still stands. Again, I don't believe those boys in the plane. So what happened here is the flat earthers are always saying that there's the Antarctic Treaty of 1959, which prevents them from going. You're not allowed to fly over the wall. If you show up there, they're going to attack you. They're going to shoot down your plane. You know, they've said all kinds of stuff like that, right? The government will come, blah, blah, blah. So what has happened now is they've created something called the final experiment.
Oh, yes.
So this Pastor Will Duffy has started this final experiment in which on December 14th, he, and at the time of this article, which I believe was written at the beginning of December, he was going to go up there with four flat earthers. And that's been agreed upon since like the beginning of December. And he actually held an entire thing. Like he had a YouTube channel, right? That a lot of us do.
Yep.
Hello, Nani. Good to see you. And so he went on the YouTube channel to basically make an announcement to everybody.
If there was ever a real life Willy Wonka golden ticket moment, this is it.
Oh my God, you've got
You
way
the
too much
golden ticket.
You've got way too much time on your hands, girl.
No, he did this Evan.
A wealthy benefactor reached out to me and is understandably disappointed that we are this late in the game and still do not have a single flat earther who has accepted an all expenses paid trip to Antarctica.
So what happened is he put out the bulletin several months ago and it was like, this will be an all expense paid trip. 4 of you can go on it. All right. All you have to do is agree to go. So he contacted like Dave Weiss or however you say his name.
Dave Weiss.
All those guys, right?
Yep.
Contacted all of the big like flat earth dudes. And they were all like, no. You know, because everyone's now bugging flat earthers. So it's like the beginning of December. And they only found like a couple people.
The flat earthers who were for years captivated and enthralled.
Is it not playing now?
Antarctica.
So David
all of a sudden are acting like it's Mordor.
Why are you not playing now?
Give it a kick.
It's pissing me off, man. My thing's pissing me off today.
All right. While you're doing that, so
If there
David
was
Weiss was
ever a
first
real
originally
life
contacted. Oh, here we go.
No, we're okay. Go.
Oh, so David Weiss was originally contacted. He was the first that was contacted. This was back in. So it was announced in January. It was very quiet. Then it built up a little bit. Then others.
I think it was about April that it became like public.
Yeah.
Based on what I could find.
Yeah. So MC Toon picked up on it. Simon Dan, Creaky Blinder, FTFE. They all picked up on it, and it's so that if you pardon the pun, the snowball started gathering pace. David Weiss was contacted, I believe it's something like June, July. He flat out went, nope, no, thank you. Which is weird because he is one of the advocates that says that there cannot be a 24-hour sun on a flat Earth in Antarctica. Eric DeBay was then contacted. He said no. Mark Sargent was contacted. He said no. They reached out to. Of course. They reached out to Nathan Oakley. I mean, for goodness.
They were like, hey, one of you has to come because you've been out here for years. Like debating, talking smack.
Yep.
Like so adamant that it's true. So one of you that have been doing that need to show up here.
So Nathan Oakley, I can't believe they reached out to Nathan Oakley, but again, they were scraping the bottom of the barrel because that man is the bottom of the barrel. He said no. Dean Odell said no. Volker Meyer said no. And Alex Stein, I think he's a podcaster, and he said no as well. But Jaren from Jarenism and Austin Whitsitt, they both accepted. Well, hold
on, don't say who accepted yet. Don't say who accepted yet.
Oh,
now you're ruining my storytelling.
I said they accepted. I didn't say they were going.
Hold on, don't get there yet.
Okay.
But yeah, they did ask a lot of people to go. No one wanted to go.
Okay, I'll hold my tongue for the other side then for the Globers.
So he came up with a plan to get people to come.
Your real name. You also need to include a picture of yourself. When we choose the winner, we will do a Zoom with you to verify that it's really you. And so you need to be the same person as in the picture, and the name you gave us must match your ID. Again, we are doing everything we can to verify you are a real flat earther. Next, let us know where you live, what part of the world you are in, and then tell us when you became a flat earther. This is important as only those who have been a flat earther for at least 2 years will be eligible to win.
Which makes sense because he doesn't want people to just be like, oh, I'm a flat earther, lie about it.
Yeah.
Because before he goes into the rules, he did say that some people were trying to do that. Like, and he heard some talking, along the grapevine. People were like, oh, I should pretend to be a flat earther and get a free trip. So,
because it's not cheap.
No, if we're going to do this, we want to do it right, damn it.
Yeah.
We're going to need evidence that you've been a flat earther as long as you stated. And then finally, and this is the most important part, tell us why we should choose you. What makes you the best person to represent the flat earth side for the final experiment? Consider you might end up being the only flat earther representing the flat earth side for the final experiment. So be as detailed as possible. I will read every word of it. Make your case as to why you should win. The deadline for submissions is midnight Eastern Standard Time this Sunday, September 15th. If you're a minute late, you're out.
So they did this and they got about 3 people, I believe. And then they decided that they were going to hold a contest. So he did a live stream, this one right here, called And the Golden Ticket Winner Is.
Oh, yeah.
Lighting in here so bad.
Okay,
are all the
so
candidates.
it's giving me a limit of 10 people, so I'm actually going to remove myself.
I do not
Actually,
recognize.
I
I do
know,
not
right?
recognize any of those.
If I remove myself, that means you guys won't be able to hear me anymore, right?
Don't do it.
Well, I don't know. I've never done this before.
Okay, it's
Do a
fine.
test. Do a
It's
test,
fine.
Will.
Huh?
Do a test.
I think
Put
we should be
yourself
able to hear
away
you.
and
Okay.
hear.
Yeah.
What's up, you beautiful people? Good to meet you.
All right, it's okay. I know how I'm gonna handle this. It's all good. Okay, so number one, what I don't want to do is I don't want to pull a Steve Harvey. There was some sort of like a beauty pageant in the past where he read off the wrong name, and that would be embarrassing. All right, so before we do this, I want to tell all of you that I wish you could all go with us. I feel connected to all of you. I consider you friends just because we've gotten to know each other through this.
Aw.
And I do, trust me, I do feel bad that I have to eliminate 9 of you right now. And so please, please, please don't take it personal. Everybody that submitted an entry, we had 40 entries, as I mentioned. Thank you all. I just enjoyed reading your stories and learning more about you. All right,
Will,
so here, yes.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
You don't have to answer, but am I to understand? So you're not the one. You're not the one paying for this golden ticket, but you are the sole judge. You alone.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish I had a chance to say one more thing, man.
You want to say it real fast?
Say it fast,
Yeah.
Dan.
I mean, this. I don't know what this trip means to each and every person individually, but I've looked into this. I've already got the predictions on what we should expect if the Earth was a globe, and I've already got certain tests worked out. I've got some equipment. I've got infrared. Anyway, I'm prepared for this, and so this is a quick note to the benefactor. If you got it like that, if you have that much money, there are some eager people on this panel, and it doesn't only have to be one, does it? But, I really hope I get to go. If I don't get to go, I'll pass on my equipment. I'll pass on my equipment and my ideas to the people who are. So good luck, guys. Thank you for the last word, Will.
Yep. Thanks, Brian. Okay. So just so you guys know a little bit about me, I like suspense. I like a little bit of drama. I like the element of surprise.
Don't we all?
Now, again, this does get me in trouble. It gets me in trouble with my wife, and it got me in trouble with the final experiment. Right? I was trying to keep it a surprise, yeah. And so anyway, here's what I'm going to do. And again, please know that we are friends, but I have to narrow this down to one person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some music to kind of set the tone.
Let's go.
And then I'm just going to remove you guys one at a time. And the last person that remains is the golden ticket winner. So here we go. Let me start the music and then we will go.
Who do you think's gonna win? Come on, Chuck, make a guess. Guess one.
It's not fair because I know, but
one down.
Chat, make a guess. Come on. Who's it gonna be? Another one gone. Trent's very excited.
Josh. Look at Josh. Josh looks like a man. He's a man's man.
He looks like he wants to snap you in half.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe not him then. Maybe not him.
I feel like Shauna would be annoying.
Trent's
Get
a bit
rid of
too
her.
excited. Oh, yeah, she's way too bubbly. Yeah. Chris looks a bit boring. Oh, Trent's gone.
Poor Trent. He was entertaining.
Oh, yeah, Shauna. Oh, she's got to go.
Bye, Shauna.
Oh, woohoo!
She was annoying. I'm sorry.
Get out of
Bye,
here.
Angel.
Cassidy's looking very pensive.
Oh my gosh. Poor Cassidy. I kind of like her.
Oh, no. I'm
I
not.
kind of like
I'm
that
not
one.
taking Trent.
Ah,
Lisbeth is just standing there.
who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Jeff.
Lisbeth looks
I
like
was
she's about to
rolling.
poop herself.
Oh
Is she going to
no!
hyperventilate?
Nailed it!
She's hyperventilating.
Who is it?
She's
And we have a winner.
it's Lisbeth.
Thank you, DFP. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Told
Take
you
a
she's going to
deep breath.
hyperventilate.
We won a free trip
It's
to
okay. It's
Antarctica.
okay. Congratulations,
Got to get your
Liz.
haircut though, love.
Oh,
She needs a haircut.
So,
it's kind
She's
of
gonna
cute.
need a haircut.
She's like so excited. She's so
She is,
excited.
bless her.
So this is the final experiment with Flat Earth, and they were doing a big announcement on who the fourth person would be to travel to Antarctica and find out if the Earth is actually flat. That's what they're doing. But it is a big prize to win. Like an all expense paid trip, right?
It's I can tell you how much it's costing if I'm allowed, because I've got to be careful what I'm saying here, because I haven't got your script in front of me. But so it's 37 upwards of $37,000. Now that's just the trip.
Yeah.
That's the flight to Punta Arenas. You have to stay in Punta. Can I?
Yeah. Yeah, you can go ahead now.
Yep. So
I didn't want you to ruin who it's going, because I was like, we're watching the countdown. Don't do that to us.
I'm so sorry. So the window that they've planned to go from the 14th to the 18th to actually spend time on the ice in Antarctica in Union Glacier. But because of weather fluctuations, and they're bringing people back from Antarctica on the 14th to pick up Will and the others, who shall remain nameless at the moment, to take them to Antarctica, where they will then pick up other people to bring them back. So it's a constant backwards and forwards. So they've planned it for the 14th to the 18th of December. So they've had to get to Punta Arenas. They were actually there yesterday on the 11th, Will and one other person. And so you got to stay there just in case you've got to go the day before, or you can't go to the 15th.
This is who's going.
Oh, they are there.
Yes, they are now all there. So they have all arrived. They are actually all eating dinner together here. they
don't look happy. That's Austin Whitsett.
That's what dinner looks like in 2024. Everyone on their phones.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what is this picture?
Well, to be fair, this is.
It was like, it looks like they're having a great time.
To be fair, I mean, to be fair though, this is a massive deal. So they're obviously communicating with their channels and with their followers. So you got Lisbeth, Austin Whitsett, and Jaren from Jarenism.
Yeah, so they're gonna head out.
Yeah.
They're gonna be going. I think they're spending the next couple of days like getting ready for the trip and everything together. Because you'd have to pack some things as a team, you know. And then they'll be heading out. There is actually, they posted up the ad.
Woo!
Yes, he is a pastor. It's a pastor. I know. dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Ew. It's so
Wow.
dramatic. But yes, that is
Boom.
what
Uh,
what is going on right now.
Baron says, "I want to see their GPS logs from this." You can, you absolutely 100% can. Each participant has been given a GPS tracker, which they have to wear 24 hours a day. If you go to thefinalexperiment.com, you can track them, and you can, at the moment, you can see that they are all in Punta Arenas together.
Yes. So they're doing
so
the whole thing.
So you got Dave McKeegan is there. He was the third person to be asked, I believe. Simon Dan being the first. Unfortunately he said no, which is a big shame because I think he would be the absolute best to go. But Dave McKeegan is a
I really wanted Mark or Dave to go.
Oh, I know.
Like, bring Cece. That would be hilarious.
Oh God!
Everyone would have tuned in for that one.
The thing is, I'd leave him there though.
He's just the whole time. He's like in there in the airplane, just like,
wake up.
It would be a painful trip. But Dave McKeegan is a professional photographer. So obviously the best thing about him going is he will take pictures of everything. He will record everything. So that's the best thing about him. Critical Think from Australia. He's funded himself. MC Toon crowdfunded and put his own money in. Candace Owens. Now I'm not too familiar with the woman Candace Owens, but I believe she's an influencer.
Candace Owens is like an alt-right influencer.
Yeah. So she was asked to go, but I think she's not long had a baby. So
I don't think she would have gone anyway, if you want me to be honest.
No. And you
I really don't think she would have gone. Her thing is
you
more
wouldn't
like
want her to go.
Shaming women for wanting to have rights to their own bodies and stuff, you know?
But so what happened is they reached out to her director, Mark Herman, and he was paid, so his trip is free. Leonard William, I'm not familiar with that name, but he has funded himself. Now, Globey McGlobeface tried to. Oh shit! Globey McGlobeface. I've got to take this call, but Globey McGlobeface. Just hang on 1 second. He crowdfunded. I think he's going. I'm not 100% sure. And there were a couple Globies and 3 flatties.
Yeah.
So I will be back in 1 second. I've just got to take this call. Hang on a second. Sorry.
Sounds good. So yeah, that is the big news in the flat Earth world right now, is that they are headed to Antarctica. Now, here's the thing. I don't think it will actually end flat earthers. We will literally still have them, even if they see that the earth is obviously a globe, there's no ice wall, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that it's going to shake their belief. It will just make them maybe rethink that part of it. We've seen this before, where they just kind of shifted a little bit. So I don't think it's going to like do that much with the belief. He's the father of a church in Denver. He used to be an investment banker, Mr. Duffy. Owens was a congresswoman from Utah. Is she from Utah? I don't know. Flat earthers will never change their mind. I mean, maybe those ones will be more inclined to because they went on the trip. I just don't think that anyone following them is really going to. I reacted to that movie, Behind the Curve.
No,
I reacted to that. That's on my channel.
Beyond the Curve. That was a great movie. That was a great movie.
Yeah. So basically, like it's
the
it's not going to change.
oh, sorry. No,
No, go
and
ahead.
already as soon as Austin and Jaron accepted the invitation, because one wouldn't go with the other. Basically, that's how it turned out. They offered it to Jaron. He ummed and ahed, and he went, "I'll go, but I really want someone to go with me." And they reached out to Austin, and he said exactly the same. So Will had to dig his hand in his pocket again, and he funded both of them to go. But the second that they accepted the invitation and it went on the Final Experiments YouTube and website, they have been ostracized. They have been called shills. They have been called traitors. And then all of a sudden the flat earthers have gone, well, do you know what? It actually might be possible to have a 24-hour sun on a flat earth. Come on, guys. How much do you want to spin this?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think that it will actually do much for like the community as a whole.
It's not going to end. It's not going to end.
It will be.
It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, like it will be an entertaining, fun thing that happens that you can watch, that you can track them via the GPS and all that other fun stuff if you so choose to. I think it will be entertaining. Their blogs about it will probably be decently entertaining. And if you want us to react to those in future, then let us know. And maybe Chuck and I can get together and react to the outcome of all of this, because I do believe they're still going to the 14th. I believe it's still planned for then. So it's happening soon. Now, the next thing we got to get going on to is we got to move on to I don't even know how to like segue into this, but something.
Come on, you're the queen. You're the queen of segues. You're the queen of segues. Come on.
Something's like going on in our world right now with MMA and UFC fighters. They seem to be having a really, really hard time in terms of the Flat Earth Society stuff. So Bryce Mitchell is a UFC fighter, and he's actually a UFC fighter that apparently has links to Dana White and Donald Trump, as you'll see right here, which is kind of funny and interesting. But he recently did this rant where he's like yelling at Elon Musk and stuff. So I thought that we would just kind of watch a little clip of it.
Chip is the mark of the beast. And I'm telling you, that is the type of technology that the Antichrist is going to put in people. When you start getting these chips in the head, they're going to monitor everything you buy, everything you sell. They're going to say you can't buy or sell unless if you're this or that. And I mean, basically, it's going to be communism like the world's never seen. This technology is going to be so evil that it's going to put all of the control of the world into the hand of one man. And that's what this. Of course, technology is a great thing. I love exactly what we're doing right now. I get to talk to people all over the world with technology, but I'm telling you, the future of technology is a few humans are going to use it to control the rest of humans. And that's what's happening. The Bible has said that for thousands of years, and now we're seeing it. And when you see a guy like Elon Musk putting chips in people's brains, acting like he's a doctor, his cars suck. He's never been to space. He can't go to space. He can't break the firmament. He knows the earth is flat. He's a lying rat bastard.
He knows the earth is flat. He's a lying rat bastard, he says.
The microchips are the mark of the beast. And now he's making these robots that are going to try to take over humanity. You ever seen the movie I, Robot with Will Smith?
Oh, I have.
I love it when they're like, this is definitely a real thing that's going to happen. You want to know what my proof is? This movie with Will Smith.
Can I just say one thing about that comment?
Yeah.
It's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's fiction. It's made up. somebody had an idea in their head about a robot and obviously thought it was a great idea to get Will Smith involved, which is always a good idea. But it's a movie.
They do this all the time.
It's a movie.
Like, is that movie? And you're like, but that's not history or based on anything real. What are you talking about?
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Angel says he's not wrong that Elon's cars are bad. I wouldn't want Elon's chip in my brain either. Is it the mark of the beast? Remember when credit cards were the mark of the beast? It's true. He needs some chips in his brain. There is plenty of room there. Have you ever seen 2001 come up with iRobot first? Right?
Dude's making robots now. He's doing everything.
Terminator.
And you know why he wants electric?
Terminator's also a movie. They're like, Judgment Day is upon us. Like, that's a fucking movie.
Terminator.
Cars, because these electric cars
It's a
suck
movie.
and they're gay. But what they're doing, the reason he's making
The electric cars are gay. This just is the LGBTQ community. We didn't know that we also
heard it
had
here
the
first,
electric
people.
cars.
You heard it here first that Tesla's.
Does Elon
are
know
gay.
they're gay? I think he'd have a problem with it.
Oh my stars! This is so
If
painful.
you don't know, Elon actually has a trans child that he refuses to admit he's the father of due to them being trans.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, the guy has like a whole bunch of kids. And that's like one of them. It's been floating around for a while. Poor thing goes on like used to. I don't know if they still do, but they used to like talk about it on X all the time. Hello, Chrissy. But also, Elon isn't the first one to come up with robots. He's just copying what other companies have done, right? Right. They're acting like Elon is
I mean, the guy mentioned Terminator there. Scott. What was the name of the? Was it Skywalk?
Arnold.
Was it Skywalk. Yeah,
I think it is.
What was the name of the company? I think it's Skywalk. Yeah, so that's gonna take over the world. It's a fucking movie. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
How complicated is this?
It is like middle school all over again.
electric cars is because he can shut your damn car off whenever you make a mean tweet. And now he owns Twitter, but they're going to get to the point where everything is so.
Could you imagine Elon Musk like looking up how to shut down people's cars because they wrote him an evil tweet?
Controlled. The Elon Musk press the button and either your car flies off a bridge at 200 miles an hour or you're locked in it, or you just can't start your car. You can't get in. You can't do that with a 1977 Ford pickup truck, buddy. My 7.3 will run one of those piece of shit Teslas off the road and crush it like a can of Coke, okay? I'm just telling you, those Teslas are pieces of shit just like he is.
Damn, Elon better say that the earth is flat to appease this weird
they
do.
And what the hell is he doing driving at 200 miles an hour? I'm pretty sure that's illegal in every single country except Germany. Wow.
Yeah, so the comments be commenting. You know what else is flat? Bryce's brain. Flat brain society.
Nice.
So this person's like, he's not wrong.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's impressive. That took a long time to put together.
Bryce getting on the mic after retiring Kron. They got a lot of jokes. Lost me at Flat Earth. I was like, I was surprised that you held on for that long.
Skynet. Thank you, Joe.
Skynet. Elon is so
That's
petty that he
Skynet,
would
not
do it, though. He just might. Of course, electric cars are gay. All of that shoving power-hungry plugs into receptive outlets. Ooh, you're right. That is pretty sexy. That's pretty sexy.
Hello.
Now, here's the thing, though. This isn't the only one. So if you thought I was just going to give you an example of one person, you're wrong. It's not only him. The thing is that there's also this guy. This was just recently in the news. And he is a former professional boxer. I believe it is.
Oh, I've just thought of a segue. I know I'm about 10 minutes late, but you could have said that when the flat earthers and the globers are down in Antarctica, it could turn into a boxing match. Talking of boxing, boom.
There it is. Chuck is all by himself. Why is Chuck by himself?
Why am I? Because I'm restreaming this on my channel, and I'm the only person there.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Nobody
Really?
loves me. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Nobody loves me. I'm all good. Oh, Chris is watching. Chris is watching on. Well, she's here now, so she's come off my. Oh, I am all by myself. Yeah, there's
These
one
guys
person
get
watching.
repeated hits to the head, so could be it.
True.
Could be it.
True.
So this is
I think that's the.
A former professional boxer has claimed there's no proof that the Earth is round, and once revealed evidence to prove it. Carl Froch is a former British super middleweight world champion, known for beating George Groves and Jermaine Taylor back in his peak. He retired in 2014 and is known for his punditry. Although you might think sport, and specifically boxing, to be Froch's expertise, he's recently delved into a totally different topic, claiming that the Earth is flat. He even accused NASA of faking the 1969 moon landing. He told the Pound for Pound podcast there's no proof of the Earth's curvature, and this fake space agency, NASA, uses CGI images, and everyone is different. I'm looking at them thinking, hang on a minute, they're like cartoons. When someone like Richard Branson goes up there and starts doing chartered flights, and you can look back on Earth and see the Earth's curvature, I'll believe the Earth is a globe.
It's already been done.
Yeah,
Richard
Branson's
been up. No. Richard Branson's been up with several flights and proved the curvature of the Earth.
Right? It's so weird. So he says that he claimed to have proof.
What upsets me the most, what really upsets me the most about this is the fact that he's British. That's really upsetting. that really hurts.
Froch also claimed to have proof over this theory, explaining to Macklin's Take podcast, here's the problem I've tried to prove and challenge anybody listening to this. Prove that the Earth is spherical. Prove that it's round. Prove that it's actually a globe. Host Andrew Clark replied saying, all I know is that when Michael Conlon was boxing in Brisbane, we left LA and flew west, and 12 hours later, we were in Brisbane. So I don't see how the world can possibly be flat. Froch hit back by claiming if the Earth was flat, the flight would follow the same path, adding, I could get a piece of A4 paper right down the center of the flat Earth, which is in the North Pole, and right down the ice wall, which is right down the south side, all the way around the circumference of the flat Earth. You would circumnavigate and you'd get from where you just said LA to where you just said Brisbane in the same flight path. He's also adamant that man didn't walk on the moon, telling Action Network that he believes it was all totally made up. when you look at all of the evidence, all the footage, and the fact that they lost all of the telemetric data that tells you that they went to the moon, then I would say that we did not go to the moon. Man did not walk on the moon. That was a big fucking lie.
Oh, brother.
Which is sad because, like, young
one
kids look up to these people, right?
I know, and this is scary. So they claim that the I think it was the 12th of July, 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon, and that was faked. It was filmed, it was faked, it was all done in Hollywood studios. Stanley Kubrick was the director, etc., etc. But what about the other 4 landings on the moon in subsequent years, 70, 71, 72?
Right.
So they were also filmed. And
also NASA isn't the only space agency.
Do you know how many space agencies there are in the world?
I don't know the number. I just know that there's way more than just one.
I do.
How many are there?
There are
How many are there, Chuck?
There are 71 different types of space agencies throughout the globe. Oh, sorry, did I say globe?
Just like the Flat Earth Society accidentally did that one time. They said we have members all around the globe.
All around the globe. I know. I love that one. Around the globe.
Yeah, they think that the
71.
The live feeds from like the ISS and stuff, like all of that, they think any live feeds is just CGI video feed playing. Like Joe says, that's CGI.
Yeah, the
fake.
ISS is fake.
Whatever it is, everything's fake.
I'm gonna have to.
We never went to the moon. That money went to make med beds to keep the rich alive.
I'm just gonna have to end my live stream because you're glitching on my end, and I think I'm drawing too much bandwidth. So I'm going to end.
Oh no, am I
my
glitching?
live stream. I'll post yours.
Am I glitching, chat?
No, it's. I think it's me. No, it's me because I've got three sort of live channels going. I'm watching us. I'm StreamYarding. I'm watching your YouTube channel, and I'm streaming my channel. So I'll stream it afterwards. There we go. Anyway, right. So that you should be better.
The question is, why would all these organizations and governments waste so much time and money to hide the Earth being flat? And imagine what would like go into all of
that. It's all Chuck's fault. Take care, Chuck.
Where's Chuck going? Chuck's not leaving. He's just not streaming on his channel anymore.
Yeah.
It's all Chuck's fault. It is.
Yeah. Yeah. It is not the first time that's been said. Let me just categorically say that it's all my fault. So let's take into consideration 71 different organizations around the world.
Yeah.
How many employees do they have?
Oh, probably thousands. We would be up in the thousands for sure.
Potentially. For argument's sake, let's just say a million.
Every single one would have to have at least 100 employees.
At least.
At least. Like that would be a minimum.
A minimum. All right, let's say 500,000 people. All right.
Yeah.
Then you have to talk about supply organizations, people that make equipment and materials to supply
to these places.
So that's another 500,000.
Not to mention the family members of the employees.
Then you got
that would then also, which by the way, that one though, like to be honest, that one does not really fly Because, like, for example, when I was working in social work, like, I couldn't go home and then tell my family what
true.
I was doing and, like, who the clients are.
True.
But
True.
that being said, at the same time, that was different because that was me not sharing, like, their personal stuff.
Mhm.
It's a little bit different than, like they knew what I did. Right? Like, they knew that I was in social work. They knew I was working in mental health. I could say I saw several clients today, but I just couldn't tell them anything I was saying. So it's a way bigger feat, though, to lie to your family about your entire career and what you're doing, and also, like, hide all of that from them as secret information. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, 100%. So let's say we're up to 1 million people at the moment involved in space.
right.
How, why would they all lie? Why? What would be the benefit? What would be the point?
That's what I always say. I say it's more like, what would be the issue if the world was flat? Like, why would they hide it from us? Why wouldn't we just be studying the flat earth instead then?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why it would have to be a secret. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, the earth is a globe. We all know it's a globe. We're studying it as a globe. It's like, what the hell?
I like Chris's comment there. Old Sicilian saying, 2 people can keep a secret as long as one of them's dead.
That's right.
That's it.
And then Angel says, there was a gal that came to my church when she was in town visiting her folks, and she literally trained the astronauts for NASA. And that's the other thing. Then you have the people that are training them.
Oh,
you have the
trainers.
Maintenance workers that come in. You have the janitors that come in to clean the office. Like, I could go on and on and on.
I was going to say we're now going down a completely different rabbit hole. So
but they would all have to be people that would be in on the conspiracy because they all head to that building.
Let's say 2 million people. They're all in on this conspiracy. Why?
What is the payoff at the end? What do we get? Do we get a medal if we like pull it off or something? Like, do I get the YouTube play button? But it's like the world. It's a globe on it. It's like, congratulations.
You fooled the world.
They don't know, like a bank teller doesn't know about RV. I don't know what that means. But Lord, that it would just be a lot. It would be a lot.
It was so I just wow, that was
and that was a fun one. I got another fun one for you.
Oh no, I can't take too much fun in one day.
Oh, I got a really fun one for you.
Can I just say one tiny little thing as well?
Sure.
I hate to correct you. I really do hate to correct you because you are the font of all knowledge. But it's not Brisbane, it's Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Yeah, it's just Brisbane. Like, it's not Melbourne, it's Melbourne.
I won't be able to do that one because I'm Canadian. So it's going to be Melbourne.
It's just Melbourne.
It just has to be. I'm sorry.
It's just Melbourne. Let me type it out in the comments. It's Melbourne. There we go. That's how you pronounce it.
As it's too hot to go to the sun, then why don't we go at night when the sun turns off? Here's the twist.
What? What the fuck did she just say?
And I like the guy just standing there, just staring at her after.
What the fuck?
That's my favorite. She says it like pans over to the guy, and he's just like looking at her like we're all looking at her. Like, wait, what?
Please play that again.
Oh, don't worry, I can't.
Oh God! What did she?
If NASA says it's too hot to go to the sun, then why don't we go at night when the sun turns off? Here's a twist. It'll be cold. Isn't that concerning?
And I'm like, yes, it is concerning. It's concerning that you apparently believe that.
What's
That's
concerning?
concerning.
What's concerning is the American education system. That's
That's
what's
what's concerning.
That's
We need to
what's
talk to some of you guys in the US for a minute. What the fuck is this? But no, I love the guy just standing there staring at her like, what? Like, even he doesn't know what to say. He's like, I guess I'll just stand here holding the microphone because I got nothing to say to that.
I'm literally crying. Oh,
I love it though. She's like, you can just go at nighttime. The sun turns off. It just turns off. Like, see, I figured it out. I don't get it.
It's on one of those timer switches, you know. So at 6 o'clock it clicks on and then it goes for sort of 12, 14 hours, and then at nighttime it just clicks off and it goes cold.
Yeah,
it's got nothing to do with nuclear fusion and helium and hydrogen mixing together and creating so much energy that I don't know, it just switches off. Fucking Americans, seriously.
If NASA says it's too hot to go to the sun, then why don't we go at night when the sun turns off?
It is. It's the look on his face. He's going,
It's like, what
the
How have you
fuck?
stayed alive for this long? How do you tie your shoes, lady?
Joe says, I hope it's satire.
I hope it's satire too, except
It's not satire.
and like Angel says, if that isn't satire, then does she think she's the first one to think of going at night? Probably. And here's the thing is that you would hope that it's satire, except it's not the only video like that.
It's not.
It's really not.
It's not.
What is even this? What is this?
It's not the sun, guys. What is it?
They switched it up. Y'all ain't seeing this. That is not the sun, y'all.
It's not the sun.
It's not the sun, y'all.
And
It's not the sun, y'all.
And then at the end, he says, "You all gotta
wake up."
And I'm like, I think you need to go back to bed and have some more sleep because something's wrong with you. You're obviously very, very tired.
Okay. So if it's not the sun, what exactly is it?
That's what I said. I was like, what is it? And I'm glad you asked, Chuck. That's actually a really good question to ask. And we have somebody here that has a suggestion on what it could be instead.
You see that? That's the LED light.
Oh,
you see the little glare, the little square? That's the LED light. You see the sun? That's the LED light. What the fuck?
We figured it out.
Same thing.
It's an LED light. See, look, it's an LED light.
Oh, for the dear love of everything holy.
Yeah, no, see? So you were asking, and they have an answer.
You see that? That's the LED light. You see the little glare, the little square? That's the LED lights.
The little square?
You see the sun?
Because the reflection.
Okay, so you see the little square, it's an LED light, but now we're looking at a round light.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking dog. Hang on a sec.
So because it was a square light when we were looking at the LED light, and then when we look at the sun, there's a circular light. That means that they're made out of the same thing. That's his logic.
I genuinely was not expecting this.
You asked. I was like, I have an answer for you.
Okay.
You can feel heat from the sun. You don't feel heat from LED
LED.
light. And that's often my question, because there's a lot of them saying like it's not real and it's a light. And I'm always like, okay, but the heat that comes from the sun would not be possible, and you would not be able to feel it on Earth if it came from a light. Also, if light had to travel that far, it would be cold coming from a light bulb. Okay, like the only reason why we feel the sun's heat is because the sun's so powerful, because it's not just a light. It's basically like a big ball of gas and fire, and it's literally 10 times or 100 times the size of Earth.
You can fit
Wasn't it like 10,000 Earths in the sun?
no.
More than that.
It's I'm gonna pluck a figure out my ass. Where's my mouse?
Anyway, it's because of the size and what it's made out of that the heat is felt by us. Even a giant light bulb that size, we would not feel the heat down here on Earth. It would not.
And where's the cord? Where's the where is that light?
I don't know. Do we plug it into the dome? Like
I was close. I was about to say you can fit 168 million Earths into the sun. It's actually 1,300,000 Earths.
Okay.
Will fit into them.
So see how big it is?
1.3 million Earths.
Right.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God.
Joe says it's a special LED light. Is he thinking it's a fake sun because of the way the camera has a reflection inside it from both? Yes. Yep. It's 1.3 million Earths.
1.3
Cold
million
light. Yes,
Earths.
let's test the moonlight. Kevin says it is the electromagnetic radiation that heats the Earth.
Correct, sir. I'm going to send you. You've got to play this. I'm going to send you this in an email, and you have to play this one as well. This is one of the most classics of all time.
Okay.
Can I? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, you do that. I'll play the next one for us.
Okay.
Because I still got a couple here.
Oh, don't you?
They're going to interest you.
I'm dead inside already.
It's great fun, like this one.
DeGrasse Tyson about that one because the sun turned Loki's like in fucking rest mode at night. Shit's not even.
Somebody else saying the sun goes into rest mode at night.
It's not even up.
I don't think it's real. I think it's a green screen.
The sun?
Yeah.
A green screen?
Mm-hmm.
And now they're saying they think it's a green screen.
I think it could be real. I just think it's far. It's just far as fuck away.
It is.
You got to think we're orbiting it.
No, we're not.
What? Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I like how they can't agree in the video either. Like one's like, we're orbiting, and then the other one's like, no, we're not. Like they don't know what to believe. But like there's a lot of people right now that are actually thinking that the sun and moon are not real. Because it's not just the sun, it's also the moon.
I'm just going to say this once more. The education system has failed us. It seriously has failed us.
Right?
Oh, brother.
All right, let's play the one that Chuck just sent me. I should have it now. 1 second.
It's flat. Where is the sun? It's 93 million miles away.
The sun at any given time, and when you say the sun, there is no the sun. Everybody has their own sun.
What do you mean?
Literally.
What do you mean literally?
Literally, everybody has their own sun. There's a different sun for everybody.
What do you mean a different
Everywhere.
sun? I don't understand that. Like, you mean you're saying that there's a different sun here in Las Vegas than there is in New York?
You're not looking at the same sun there, correct?
So how many suns are there?
As many people who are viewing it.
So every individual person has their own
That's
sun?
correct.
What?
That is correct.
There's 8 billion suns.
8 billion suns out there. You
Over
heard
8
it.
billion suns in the world, guys.
You heard it here first.
It just gets more ridiculous.
It's no more than 50 miles away at any given time.
Only 50 miles away. Oh my God, we would all be dead. The Earth would be gone. It would burn up. Like, it was only 50 miles away. We wouldn't know because long before then, we would have all spontaneously combusted.
And it's
50. Wait. But wait a second. But airplanes go.
I just the reporter's trying to get this round his head going. Hang on.
Back up.
You are blowing my mind here.
We need you to explain this a little more in depth. Hold on. You smoked too much weed back in the 60s? Angel says if we close our eyes, is the sun gone? Because it's only there when we look at it, apparently. If no one's looking at it, is that how it
It's
turns
not
off?
there. That's right.
And then that girl could travel to it. So there we go. We figured it out. Is he confusing viewing rainbows? Maybe.
Potentially.
Up in the sky.
That's right. And it's like a rainbow.
How come the sun doesn't get
There
bigger when
it
you're
is.
in an airplane?
And it's like a rainbow. You called it, Kevin.
The closer you move to it, the farther it moves from you. It's like
Why is it running away from me? I used to sing Mr. Sun all the time when I was a kid. That's not very nice. How come as I'm getting closer to it, it's running away?
It's running away. No. Have you upset the sun? I've upset
It's
the
just
sun.
like all my ex-boyfriends. Jeez.
like a rainbow. And the sun isn't a thing.
This is gonna break me, man. This is gonna break me.
He's like, no, please stop. I can't take anymore.
But
I
it's
can't
like
take anymore.
but it's like watching a car crash, isn't it? You just cannot. It
can't
just wants.
stop.
It just wants to keep going.
He keeps putting the microphone in front of him. So
Wait a second.
No, it's not like a burning ball of gas or any of that bullshit.
What is it?
Yeah, it's
What is the sun then?
It's cold.
The sun is
What?
cold.
The sun is cold.
What?
he just shakes his head.
What?
He just gives up with that one.
I think he's just died inside.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even know what to say to that. I got no, sure, man, sure.
Yeah.
You have a good night. Go have a beer in those joints and
Go and have a joint. Yeah. Go have a
watch some
smoke.
Mark Sargent and call it a night then. Lord. So if he's talking about perception, I know he got so close, didn't he? He's so close. Maybe this could be true since we all see color, etc., differently, but I don't think that's what he means here.
No.
Yeah, if he was talking about because my husband's like colorblind, so he sees like certain greens as blues and oranges as reds and things like that. So like, if that's what they were talking about, then he might be correct.
Please tell me your husband's not an electrician as well. By the way, please tell me he's not an electrician.
Pardon?
Please tell me he's not an electrician.
No.
Thank fuck for that.
Nope.
Because if you put red in negative and black in positive, then
you get an explosion.
you get a massive explosion.
So Chuck, are you gonna go see the Wicked musical?
That's a good segue. I'm not. I don't even know what's coming next. I've seen trailers for the movie Wicked. I don't know what it's all about. It's something to do with green people and a witch. I haven't really looked into
Alphabet. It's the Wizard of Oz. So it's
gotcha.
the Wicked Witch of the Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Played by one actress. Sorry, I don't remember her name off the top of my head right now. And then Ariana Grande is playing Glenda the Good Witch.
Oh.
And it's like kind of like a musical about like Elphaba, who's the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
That's her actual name, I guess.
Thank you.
And it's like her story. And so they've been touring around and they've been doing a lot of interviews. Apparently there's been a lot of crying going on during these interviews. It's been a whole thing. A lot of people have covered it. But there was recently a really interesting one in which they were doing like a lie detector test on each other.
Right.
Why are we pointing to the clock?
Because Kevin just noticed my Simon Dan clock.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? Did I miss something? But yeah, they were doing an interesting one in which they were like giving each other lie detector tests, just kind of asking each other like silly questions and stuff. And this popped up.
Do you think the Earth is actually flat?
No!
She may be telling the truth.
What in the fuck do you think I am?
Do you want to try asking her again? Okay, do you think the Earth is actually flat?
No!
What?
She was so mad. She was so pissed off that they would even ask that, even as a joke. Like Ariana Grande was like, "Excuse me, what do you take me for? How dare you even ask that?"
What the?
I thought it was so funny. I was like, here's the thing. I don't have any hate for Ariana Grande because I'm a huge Saturday Night Live fan. And if you've ever watched Saturday Night Live, no one could do a Celine Dion impression like Ariana Grande can. She's been on that show and she has literally killed it on like so many interviews too. Like she's actually like a decent actress. She grew up a Disney actress. She was in that like Disney show.
Oh, she's one of those.
Yeah.
Like a Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Ah.
Kind of. Just maybe not as crazy.
One of the Disney.
So she's a decent little actress, but I just thought that this was so funny and I felt like it was actually genuine. Like we're going to watch it again because it's only a few seconds long, but like actually look how offended she is. It's so funny.
I gotta watch
again, they're just being silly with each other. These two girls are very, very close. They become best friends during the performance and everything. So they're kind of like goofing on each other, right?
Do you think the Earth is actually flat?
No!
She may be telling the truth.
What in the fuck do you think I am?
Do you want to try asking her again? Okay, do you think the Earth is actually flat?
No!
Like she's actually offended.
She is. The look in her eyes, the contempt for the question is
right. Like she's like, don't even ask me. Like there is no way.
Don't go there.
Yeah. Like what the heck do you take me for? It's so funny. It was so funny. I think they're constantly in tears because they are exhausted. That's a good point, Angel. Probably they're everywhere right now.
Oh.
The Wicked Witch's actress harassed a fan page. However, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know anything about the drama. All right, his face was hilarious. I just thought it was so funny.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, no, she's funny.
Oh, so she
was
wasn't
on Nickelodeon. And she's been on Broadway.
Been on Broadway.
Yep. Yeah, The Wicked has hit Broadway.
It's a film here. It's
a film. Yeah, it's a film, but it's based off of a Broadway show.
Oh, gotcha.
Like Wicked started out as a Broadway show, and then it became the video. I believe that she was even in the Broadway, because that would make sense.
Talking of going slightly off topic, it hasn't dropped yet. So I DoorDash, as you all know, and one of the places I have to go to is a mall here in my town, and in the mall is a cinema, and it would have been I guess it would have been the 1st of December. Oh, that makes sense. So I'm going through the mall, and there's the advertisement for what films are on.
Yeah.
And there was an advertisement for Red 1. And I thought, oh, what's that? Because when I see Red, I think Bruce Willis and Helen Mirren.
Okay, yeah.
Red 1 and Red 2, or Red and Red Again or something, whatever it's called. So I see Red 1 and I'm thinking, ooh, is that Bruce Willis? Is that Bruce? Well, it can't be Bruce because he's obviously suffering with dementia. And so I got home and I Googled it, and it's Dwayne Johnson, some other actor, and I can never remember his name. Is it CJ Scott? The guy out of Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
There's only one to me, and that is Tobey Maguire. I do not know of any other ones. I'm sorry.
No, the not the actual Spider-Man. The news editor, CJ Simmons. And yes, it is Chris Evans.
Evans.
So I'm Googling it and I'm going, oh, this actually looks quite good. I'm going to go and watch that.
Okay.
Anyway, I get busy. I keep door dashing and blah blah blah, and then I go into the mall, and it's gone off the screen. It's no longer showing. And I'm like, oh fuck, I missed out there. Then I get an email from Prime Amazon.
Yeah.
It's on Prime on the 12th, and guess what? It's the 12th. It's the 12th here, by the way. Hello from the
here still.
Hello from the future.
It's the same day.
Hello from the future.
It's just our 12th is on Wednesday, whereas your 12th is on Thursday.
That's right. So
we're not on the 11th, Chuck.
Oh no, you're not. True.
Yeah, we are. Right now we are.
You are on the 11th. I was going to say, fuck's sake, you are. So hello from the future. Hello from the future. Nothing's changed, by the way. So, and it's dropping on Prime. So
I think it's funny that it was on Prime when you literally just saw it in the theaters. I'm wondering how that happened so quick.
It just these days.
I'm wondering if maybe it was like supposed to be released on Prime, but then somehow the theater was going to release it, and then they got in trouble and they had to like take it down. I don't know.
But
that's weird.
So so that's my viewing entertainment tonight. Gonna get a couple of brewskis and sit back and watch Red 1.
Nice. Highlight Grocery says if the earth was flat, cats would have knocked everything off it by now. It's science.
Yeah, that's true.
It happens so fast because the earth is flat. The earth is flat. All right, so we're going to have a little commercial break. So you got 5 minutes. You can go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. I'm going to put some ads on. And then when we return, we're going to be reacting to some CC Chris from New York, Westchester County.
Okay. I think I do need a break because I need to sort of powder myself.
Clear that mind. Clear the mind.
What you've just shown me has absolutely blown my mind. Are people really that dumb?
Yes.
Are people?
I used to question it too. I've just accepted it now. I've done YouTube for way too long now to think that people are intelligent.
Look, yeah, I mean, I'm into my, I'm now into my, I'm into my 6th year on YouTube.
Yeah.
But it still amazes me how stupid people are. It's
a lot.
It's a lot.
They're pretty dumb, especially CC. So we'll be right back. And now, just a quick message from our sponsors. Today's content is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org. Do you have a berserker demon?
Make sure you're stuffing more than just a turkey this Christmas. Make her think your dinger can't grow only because of the snow. Keep the lights off and you're good to go. Tiny Dinger? She doesn't need to know. Tiny Dinger condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. This Christmas, buy one, get one free. You won't need mistletoe. Get it on under the tree.
Oh yeah, baby.
Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, your local CVS pharmacy, independent grocers, Walmart, Target, Chad's R Us, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. Get Tiny Dinger condoms today.
Oh, God, baby. No, not now, baby. I'm trying to make a frumpkin cake.
Hey, it's your girl Kathy here, and I'm going to show you how to take a dump on all your relatives this holiday using my book, the Dump Cake Book. Spreading all this holiday cheer, one dump at a time. Y'all already know how to take a dump and put it in the oven, but this time we're going to get festive. Let's start things off with a white trash classic I like to call Reindeer Barf Cake. It's perfect for all the members of the family that don't have all their teeth. It's so soft and decadent. You about to get the jaw workout on this one, because this dish is tough. It's called the Baby Jesus Fudge Bars. And just as the story goes, all the king's horses and all the king's wise men just couldn't put little baby Jesus back together again. Oh shit, I already got the relatives lined up. Hurry, grab the maple syrup. We're going in with the big guns, because we're baking big buns. Decorate your tree with these nuts. Feliz Navidad, mi familia. Uno spicy enchilado gecko. I was kissing on Santa last night and his breath stink. He could chew on a couple of these. New Year's is coming up, y'all. My resolution is I'm trying to find more foods that got booze in. I'm trying to get fucked, fed, wined, and dined. All in one dump. Fuck them naughty-ass kids. Treat yourself this year to my book. It's only $10. They got recipes that work for all kinds of holidays. You're gonna love my Kwanzaa combo pizza. And who could forget Ramadan rigatoni? And surprise, surprise, the sauce is kosher. Mazel tov, happy Hanukkah. Every day's a holiday when you're taking a dump.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the shop, a creature was stirring, and he just wouldn't stop. On chocolate, on strawberry, on vanilla frosting too. I prefer Tim Hortons, so what do? Red sprinkles, green sprinkles, Santa's face, snowmen, what a show. Cane's made of candy, he shouldn't be there at night. He's a thief, don't you know? But I guess steal all the donuts, it's Christmas. There's no reason to fight. Take from Dunkin's instead of Timmy's tonight. These kids think they are being sneaky and they will catch Santa filling up their stocking.
Is it all set up, Timmy? This will show Santa after putting me on the naughty list. Oh no, how did this happen? What's this? Thought you would catch me, Timmy. Too bad, you little shit stain. Another year on the naughty list for you. Till next year, maggot.
The Polaroid camera can do what no adult has been able to do. Teach Timmy a lesson. Merry Christmas from Polaroid. Dogs are a part of the family, especially over the holidays. What are you getting your mutt for Christmas? Hey wait, this bastard is under the tree stealing all of our presents! Milkbone, the best dog treats on the market, even if you have the worst dog. Merry Christmas, pal.
It's time to go to bed, Billy Jim Bob. Your ma has a date.
Okay, Ma.
I'm alive!
Destruct.
I can talk. What can you do?
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Let's go to bed.
He's the stupid kid who left behind. Bet you didn't think this was a Pepsi commercial. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsors. Now, back to our scheduled programming. Yes, now back to our scheduled programming, but Chuck still has not returned. So hopefully he returns soon, because we're going to be reacting to CC Chris from New York, Westchester County, who is one of my favorite ever flat earthers.
What the fuck is the matter with these people?
So I can't wait for that. That's my favorite part of the stream will be this part. I love that part. Highlight Groceries says, oh, come on. People really believe flat earth. It's not an ongoing troll. It is for some people. So I believe that people like Mark Sargent, for example, is a great example of somebody who I think actually knows that the earth is a globe, but he wants to use this as a giant grift.
Yep.
Because he sells so much stuff.
It's all about the grift. It's all about the grift.
It's all about the grift for a lot of them. But Chris from New York, Westchester County, he is actually a true believer. He's what we consider to be the real deal. As you will see if you're not familiar with who Cece is. He's a very well-known flat earther. Everybody loves CC. He's great fun for everyone.
We do.
And it's been a little while since I've reacted to CC. It's been a little while. So we're going to start off with a video that he uploaded about location and time on our flat earth. This one was from a few weeks ago.
This will be good.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 9:25:24.
What's so funny about that?
Brief points
Oh,
flat earthers like to talk to people about.
He's always quite amused with himself.
He's always amused with the date. He's always amused with the date. Every time he says it, he does that.
It's like he's doing a flat earth log.
Smirky smirk thing. Oh.
I just find it funny because he's like giggling to himself. It's almost like the flat earth like log. He's like, and today on the flat earth, it is 9:25. So I guess it's from a little while ago. This one.
It's just everyday shit when you look at the moon. You see every single impact on the moon has a exact same trajectory.
Wrong.
Same thing. You know, in Hollywood, what they like to do is they like to come up with these streaks of meteors, comets coming down, forming this like skid mark, shall we say, and then all of a sudden the explosion. You know, just like the comet or asteroid that they just got.
But that's the thing, though, is that once again we're using movies and Hollywood as an example.
It's all about Hollywood.
Fiction.
It's an idea that was somebody had in their brain, and they went, oh shit, that would be a great movie. Boom. Next thing you know, script's written, sent out to the A-list actors. They read it. They go, oh, actually, that would be a really good movie. Because, you know.
Usually because of the things like the visuals like that. And that's why they make them extra in movies.
A lot of extra.
Right? And he's all like, oh, they were extra in the movie. So how is he going to make that about real life now?
They just photographed it. And another thing, why the hell are you even watching me right now? Shouldn't
Good
you be
comment.
preparing?
Good comment.
Because in the next couple of years, we have a high chance of probability of a meteor hitting this Earth. Almost having an Ellie effect. Okay? That's right. That's right. That's an impact of the Earth that'll destroy everything on it.
That's
right.
not correct.
So you should be preparing this. You shouldn't be watching me right now.
Why is he laughing?
Well,
He's like, the Earth is going to end. It's going to be great.
the Creaky Blinder. I don't know if you or your audience watch the Creaky Blinder, but the Creaky Blinder is a brilliant. He's Welsh. He covers CC. He covers flat earthers. He debunks a lot, but he's noticed something recently that when people like CC or flat earthers, when they say or they talk about the flat earth, they sort of do that giggle.
Uh-huh.
And it's because in their mind it's not real, so they will giggle about it. It's like, you know, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm not 6 foot tall, but
Yeah.
do you see how I sort of giggled about it?
Yeah.
You know, I'm only 75 pounds. Pounds, kilograms. I'm only 75 kilograms.
Where I live, it's pounds.
I'm not 75. I'm not 75 kilograms, but I giggle about it because I know that it's not true, but it also seems funny to me. So
It's like a Freudian slip giggle.
kind of, yeah.
It like rats him out.
Pretty much. But he does this all the time. He does this all the time.
Yeah, it's like his way of it's like an evil laugh that he does too. Almost like he thinks that he's calling our bluff when he says things like that.
Oh, that Baron, that's a good comment. Oh, that if ever you wanted a segue, there's your segue.
He's like the Marty of flat earthers. It's the Marty DeGarmo of flat earthers.
Anyway, so you know the space news, of course. What do? They get this pathetic picture of the meteor coming down like this. It's always going down. It's always going sideways. It's never coming up through the horizon. After all of these years now, 15 years of smartphones out there. 15 years now, and they still haven't changed a bit. Same exact thing.
Bullshit.
I made a video about that about 5 years ago. Same fucking thing. They haven't changed it. It's almost that we've peaked. Oh, that's right. The Apple just came out with a new one, right? Oh.
In order for a meteor to go up, wouldn't it have to come from Earth?
Simon Dan actually made a video, a CC video about this and explained it really, really well. And I'm trying to think what his explanation was. It's just the fact that from our perspective, when we see something enter the Earth's atmosphere,
it would be above us, so it looks like it's coming down.
It's coming down. So
or it's sideways because it's going straight across, and we're like
something
under
along those lines. And
yeah,
so,
but my thing is, if it was gonna go up, the only thing down for us is our Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were gonna be on the Earth watching an apparent meteor traveling up, wouldn't the meteor then have to technically come from our Earth? Which it would not, like that wouldn't really happen.
Yes, I see where you're going with that, and I guess the answer is yes.
Because like I don't know where else it would be coming from. You know what I mean? Because if it comes from any other planet, it's going to be the exact same as what we see now, which is what he's complaining about. Like you said, as soon as it enters our orbit, it's going to look like it's coming at us, or it's going to look like it's kind of like going straight across over us. Right? So it's like the only way it would be able to ever travel up is if it came from us and then flew on its own somehow up into the sky, which also doesn't make any sense because gravity's real. And like there would be nothing like propelling the meteor. Basically, if a meteor left Earth, if there ever was one, it would just kind of bounce a little bit and then land back on the Earth. Like that's what I feel like would happen. It would just be like a stone skipping one time, you know?
All right, I found the Simon Dan video, and I'm certainly going to listen to this and try and get the explanation as to why we don't see a meteor flying upwards.
Oh yeah, that's right. They came out with it. It looks exactly the same Apple that it did when it first came out. Okay. Same thing. Same thing, but never with all these cameras that are out there. There are people that have taken pictures of things that are amazing.
Oh, Baron, if you haven't seen Chuck before, I also uploaded a video on my channel, and there's a live stream on his channel of us reacting to soft sits.
But yet we still do not have a picture of a
Chuck is
comet coming
great.
up the horizon. Not a
What?
single one. After all of these years, and all of these people and all of these cameras out there, not a single picture. Not one. Not one single picture of a meteor or a comet landing on Earth and creating a nice hole in the ground. Never. Never. Oh, yeah, sure, we have streaks, we have that. You see,
We usually stop them before they hit the earth.
Sorry, I've literally just found the exact moment. What was the question? What did he say?
He's saying that we don't have any pictures of meteors hitting the earth and causing a big hole. And I'm like, that's because, first of all, most of them aren't that big when they hit the earth.
No,
Most
don't.
of them break off their particles. Then when it enters our orbit, it like explodes into a whole bunch of pieces.
It's literally
we could go on all day. Yeah, like we could go on all day about that. But but like also if they're huge, we also try to stop them from hitting us.
If it's that big, then yeah, we would. But there are thousands of videos of a meteor entering the Earth's atmosphere. One of the most classics is the one in Russia about
not NASA's
5 years ago. I think there was a meteor that was shown coming. I'm pretty sure it was Russia. It was huge. There are thousands of videos on.
They found the 2013 Russia.
2013, yeah, 2013. I knew it was. Did I say 5 years ago? God, is that?
Yeah, it's 2024. I know. I do that too.
Wow.
I'll be like, 15 years ago, and my husband will be like, "No, you mean like 20 years ago." 25 years ago, and I'll be like, holy fuck, what year are we in? Do you realize that people that were born in the year 2000 are 24 this year?
Yeah.
And that fucks me up. I graduated public school back in that year.
People born in 2000 are old enough to drink and vote.
I'm like, holy shit.
It's so scary.
Going into grade 9 in the year
scary.
2000. Starting high school.
I don't know if this is going to get copyright, but can I share my screen and do the sign in there next?
Yeah, you should be able to. Here, I'll remove this just in case.
Present.
I don't know how it should work for you though.
This one.
I see it.
Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's just go back.
Are we going to where he's going to explain it?
After all of these years now, 15 years of smartphones out there. 15 years now, and they still haven't changed a bit.
Comet tails are shaped by solar wind and radiation pressure, and that pushes the tail away from the sun. The tails are what they are because of their orbit. It's our perspective that changes here on Earth. Now that means the tail always points away from the sun's position in the sky. At night, the sun is below the horizon, so the comet's tail appears to point upwards or away from the Earth's surface. During the day, when the sun is high in the sky and the comet's tail would point away from it, so towards the Earth's surface, the comet is typically invisible because it's daytime and too bright.
Same thing.
There you go.
That makes sense.
Okay, so that's why.
So it also has to do with the tail.
Yes.
Of the comet. I didn't know that part. So that was fun. I like that.
Joe says, I think 30 years ago was in the 70s.
I do that all the time where I'm like, 20 years ago in the 90s.
Yeah, I have to do this all the time.
And my husband's like, it wasn't the 90s 20 years ago. Or I'll be like 10 years ago. 90s. It's a great time.
It's a great time. It's a great time. It's a great time to be alive. Sorry, that was my Trump impression. That was really bad.
So yeah, that explains it. There we go.
So there you go. Thank you.
I don't think that I don't think Simon Dan will copyright claim me for having him explain that to us briefly.
I don't think so.
He or she, whoever it may be, has an amazing sense of humor. Okay. At certain times.
Because she made you? Sorry, I had to.
That's that's the biggest joke of all time, isn't it?
Come by and
Also, remember, like, Cece also believes he's the only person that's a real person on this earth.
True.
Other than maybe his family. I still haven't decided if he thinks they're NPCs or not.
Yeah, I think the
Still up in
jury.
the air.
I think the jury's still out on that one.
We're not really sure, you know. It kind of depends on the day, I think. But he
poor old-
actually thinks that everyone else in the world is an NPC. So like all of this in his mind is just going on just to trick him. Just him personally.
Sometimes you might even have a plane that goes up there and drops something on us and creates a little streak in the sky. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They do that too.
Like a plane is following the comet to create a chemtrail.
Don't get started on the chemtrails.
Oh, we're gonna see some chemtrails.
No.
Oh yes, we are.
No. Oh, you're killing me already.
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have like something that's like Halley's
You
Comet.
married an
and it comes
NPC.
once every 76 years. And if you really believe that that's a comet or a meteor, or whatever the hell they call it is, you are delusional. Okay? To have this thing revolving around us while we're
But
spinning.
you just said that you thought it was some kind of weird anomaly with a plane following it. So I don't think you can tell us what's delusional because that sounds crazier than it's a comet. At least to me, I'm kind of like, Lord, what the hell, Cece? That sounds way crazier. What do you mean? And he's like so confident in this. Look at how happy he is. Just even in this screen. Just look at him. He's in all his glory with his scuttle hair. So if he is the only real boy and everyone else is an NPC, who is he making these videos for?
Good question.
Good question. We often wonder too.
Good question.
Because, like, one time he explained it, one of my first videos on CC, because I've done a lot of videos and streams on CC over the years now. I have quite a collection. I should make a playlist. I really should. But in one of them, he did say that he felt like he was going to be a truth teller on YouTube. So he started his channel so that he could log the truth about the flat earth and everything going on. And that's why I think he gives us the date. Because to him, it almost is like a captain log.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why all of the videos are also called On the Flat Earth. Because
everything ends in on the flat
on
earth.
the flat earth. And when you think of a captain's log and how that works, if you even in like shows like Star Trek and stuff, then it starts to make more sense. And you're like, oh, that's why he does the date every time. That's why he signs out the way he does. But so he's all like, my videos will be here and I'll be known as the one person that, you know, told the truth on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Joe says, I love chemtrails.
Really?
It's for the ones who have broken free of the Matrix. Yes, Joe introduced me to CC. If I'm just an NPC, can CC just reload me from a previous from about 40 years ago? Maybe.
God, wouldn't we all love that? Wouldn't we all just love to go back knowing what we know now?
Yeah, can I keep my knowledge?
Oh, wouldn't that be
See,
amazing?
that's the question, right? Is with time travel. It's like, well, would you want to do it again? Well, do I want to go through all of that again? And then like actually just end up going through it again because I don't have the knowledge and I'm probably just going to make the same mistakes in that case. And that doesn't sound like fun. Or do I get to take the knowledge with me and then like, you know, do it better? Because then maybe.
Space and chasing the sun in the universe. And this little meteor is still trucking along, coming along at the same time every year. I mean, not every year, every 76 years or whatever it may be.
A meteor every 36 years?
76 years.
I was going to say, what the? That sounds
You really have to be delusional
wrong.
to believe that. You have to be delusional to believe that we live on a spinning wet ball.
Spinning wet ball.
You have
Boom,
to be
bingo.
delusional to believe this. You've been told that. You've never been proven it, though. See, that's the thing. Everybody always says, "Oh, well, I want proof of flat Earth. I want pictures. I want to know where.
Which is
see
true.
The ice wall." Okay, you know, we call it the ice wall, but basically it's a shoreline. Okay, it's like a lake. That's what Antarctica's like.
Yeah, because the ice wall holds in the oceans and all the water of the earth.
One thing
the
that
ice wall, the water would fly off the edge because it's flat.
one thing that always gets me, or one thing that's come up recently, is the fact that the ice wall that surrounds the flat Earth holds in the water. What does ice do on water?
No, we're not going to talk about that, Chuck, because apparently that's
What does ice do on water?
it melts.
It
You can't have
floats.
ice cold water in anywhere.
It floats.
It also melts. You're not going to have it out there sitting on water either. It's going to be over in 2 seconds. Your walls are going to be caving in.
That is also true.
Your walls
But
will cave
ice
in eventually.
floats.
We're talking a lot of water.
So how can a floating, melting ice wall contain the world's oceans? Well,
And then also the land. Because like then I guess the land is just, to them, is just floating in a giant river.
Fun fact and fun question. How many oceans are there in the world?
I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head right now.
1.
Really?
Well, when you think about it, they're all connected to each other in some way. So there is literally just one ocean. But for
I was like, what are you talking about? There's the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
There's the I was like,
But for simplification purposes, they divided it up: the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, lots of other different oceans. I think there's actually 7, but there is actually only one ocean because it's all connected. No ocean is not connected to another one in some form or other. So there is only just one ocean. Just fun fact. Fun fact.
but the land of Antarctica holds the ice.
The floating, melting Antarctica. That's
Yeah, then I'm very confused about what Antarctica is to them. Is it the whole wall all the way around the Earth?
it is.
I'm
Antarctica
assuming then, instead of
is-
just like on one spot of the Earth. So then is the center of the Earth would be their North Pole.
the North Pole.
I'm
The North
assuming.
Pole.
Right?
See,
That's how it
so-
would go. We're
so-
just
so we're-
splitting the Earth at the South Pole, basically, and flattening it, is what you're telling me.
Well, which is
More
what an AE map is, and
Yeah.
an anal ethymusal map.
Yeah.
It's-
Like that's
it-
what we're doing, is we're going with that model then.
Yeah.
Is basically what we're doing. Because even then, their whole like, because there's some of them that say Australia doesn't exist.
There are people that say Australia.
And I'm like, but if that's the way that we're doing this, then Australia is there.
It's definitely
It's
there.
included.
I lived there for 10 years. I paid my taxes. I drove my car. I went to work.
Right? Because then it doesn't really make sense when they're like, and then Australia doesn't exist, or Australia is on the other side of the Earth. I'm like, not if we're splitting the Earth at the South Pole, though, and it's still there. What do you mean? I'm like, do you think that Australia is like underneath the South Pole? Like, where? Where is it then?
It's very confusing.
A lake. It contains the water in. And in the water, we have these little things called continents. Yes, that's what we live on. Okay? We don't know how far it is to get to the dome. We have no idea. Could be miles, could be hundreds of miles, could be 200 miles. All we know is the top brass know how long it takes to get there. And they know what it's, well, they may not know what it's made of, but they know it's there. That's right, they spent 35 years looking for it, and they found it. And are they going to think, they're going to tell us about it? No. Up until the mid-1900s, we were all taught that we live on a flat Earth.
That's actually a lie. That's actually a lie. They've gone back and they've found that it's been like, yeah, there were some people back in ancient times that thought the Earth was flat, possibly, apparently, just like there are very few people today that think that. But the majority of people have always known that the Earth is a globe. And in a lot of like old scriptures and things like this, they've found it described as a globe, not as a flat disc.
Well, you've only got to go back. Oh, I don't know, 3,000, no, 2,000 years, 3,000 years to Eratosthenes.
Right.
You know,
right. Like it's
Galileo.
literally, most people thought the Earth was a globe for a while, even in ancient Greek. Exactly. Like it's they've gone all the way back, and they're like, no, like this isn't actually a thing.
Eratosthenes was the first to discover that it was a globe. And yes, there were periods of times, the Mayans.
Well, yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like there were times where there were like civilizations, let's say, that would question it, which is healthy, by the way, to question.
Oh, question everything.
Things in the world. That's what we're here for. We're all good with that. So they would like question it, and at times they would maybe believe in it. But the majority of the world has always been like, no, it's a globe.
But the main reason that those civilizations believed that the Earth was flat is because they never traveled and they never explored, and they didn't realize. And it wasn't until 14 something or other, that a guy jumped in a boat, headed east, kept going, and came back to where he started.
Christopher Columbus?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Christopher Columbus. No, it was a different guy. I saw it the other day and read it briefly and dismissed it. But some guy jumped in a boat, set sail east, kept going, and came back to where he started. And he went, holy fuck, the Earth's round.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, Baron. That's the guy, Magellan, Ferdinand Magellan. And he discovered that the Earth was round. So, but civilizations, because they didn't have the capability or the ability to go exploring, they just assumed that the Earth was flat.
Yeah, I don't think it was like an actual, like, for real belief they had, though. It was just kind of like they just didn't know.
Well, they didn't know any better.
Yeah.
They just didn't know any better.
Yeah, whereas today with the flat Earth belief, it's a little bit different, where you have to like actively ignore science and prove that the Earth is a globe in order to believe. Whereas back then there was no information available. So the default was to believe what you saw with your own eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a completely different sort of thing, but I hate it when these flat earthers are like, way back in the day, they used to think that the Earth is flat. Because here's the thing, even if that was true, it's like way back in the day, they used to also kill you if you said something that pissed them off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like, do we want to go back to that? To when we were all savages and stuff? And we just kind of like went around because...
And that's the thing, that that's history, and that's what history is. It's a story back in time. I don't like to use the word.
Yeah, it's like we've come and grown since then and learned more. Why
And
do we
we've
want to
learned.
regress?
We've understood and we've developed and we've learned technology and we've just taken a massive step forward. So yeah, okay, we did used to believe that, but hey, we've now proved that we were wrong. Okay, we were wrong, but hey, here we are, and this is what we know. So yeah, it's
As if NASA was doing CGI on vacuum tube room-sized computers in the 1960s. That's right.
mm-hmm.
But see, do you know what they would say? They would also be like, well, then as if you could get to the moon on a spaceship back then because the computers weren't good enough. So why should I believe that you would have a rocket that's good enough? And it's like, that's a completely different industry. Like, that's a completely different thing. They had been working on vehicles and rockets for fucking years. Whereas computers was brand spanking new. So it's not really the same, but nice try.
Not moving. Then everything changed. They took that map, they wrapped it in around a ball, and they put you into space.
Which is really funny because at the beginning of this, there was a video of CC taking a piece of paper that was flat and trying to wrap it around the ball.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that he failed greatly and then made the statement that you cannot take something flat and wrap it around a ball. So he's disproven himself with this statement. He's disproven himself.
Because also what actually happened was the exact opposite, that we take the globe and we unfurl it,
right,
and we get a flat map.
Exactly.
We get the AE map, the Gleason's map, for want of a better word. So it's the exact opposite. So we've taken the round thing, and because we want to show everybody what's on the globe,
the round thing,
because you can't see, I'm in New Zealand, for example, and Queen is in Canada. I can't see her. As much as I look across the flat Earth, I still can't see the Eiffel Tower. I still can't see the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I still can't see the London Eye. But if we take the globe and sort of flatten it, then ta-da, you get a flat Earth, but only in a not literal sense, only in a
they have to fill it in a little bit,
hypothetical sense,
and they do that with water. Basically, that's what they do. All right, they flatten it out, and then there's a little bit of space left over in between, and they just fill that up with water on the map. Then that's how you get the map from the globe.
Yes,
if you will.
That's right. Paramount logo was a ball with continents on it. That was in the mid-1920s. We didn't go into space. How do we know we lived on that? As a matter of fact, we didn't even really go into space until the 50s or the 60s to even map out, right? Supposedly, but we didn't, because space doesn't exist, of course. But
space doesn't exist now; it just doesn't exist at all.
No, of course it doesn't. And he's also got the wrong. He's also got the wrong studios. He says Paramount.
Yeah.
What he actually means is Universal.
It was Universal. I didn't know, but that's pretty embarrassing, CC.
It's massive. He made a massive blunder about a year ago, where he was talking about the Chinese Chinese spy balloon that was floating across America. He says, China, where Seiko and Casio came from.
Yep.
They came from Japan.
Yeah.
Oops.
Damn.
The guy either.
I think he probably just mixes those up.
Is either stupid, which I don't think he is. I think he's actually a very, very clever man.
I don't know. I go back and forth. I go back and forth mainly because of moments like that.
I'm in two minds.
I'm kind of like, okay, but if he's smart, then why would he say something like that?
Or he just,
or he's rage baiting us,
which is highly possible. But one thing is for absolute 100% definitive is that CC does not research in
and that's really the problem
in the slightest.
Is like, if you're gonna do a whole rant about something, could you not maybe just Google it first?
Just do a little bit of fact checking. Just fact check yourself. You're gonna scream about Seiko and Casio. Just make sure you got the right fucking country.
Yeah, right.
Oh
yeah, please at least do that. Angel says, I think CC is at the very least a deep thinker. He definitely puts a lot of thought into things, just the wrong things.
100%. That's funny.
He looks so intuitive here.
How did we know that back then? We didn't. But yet, it's in every beginning of the movie that you watch. And that goes back to the 20s.
That's actually also a lie. I've made a video on this before, and I picked 5 of my favorite movies, and I watched the beginning. In fact, I watched a movie last night, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, with Tom Cruise. The opening sequence to that is basically the opening of the video, opening of the movie in an actual scene.
Okay.
And all the introductions are just tiny little credits across the bottom. Skydance. Skydance is owned by Tom Cruise. And it just comes up, Skydance Productions, Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Absolutely nowhere on the introduction to that movie was there a globe.
Nowhere, not even once?
Not even once.
Jesus Christ, CC. So what movie is he thinking of? Because I feel like he has to be thinking of something.
He's probably watching Bond movies. I mean, in fact, does Bond movies have a globe in their introduction?
Doesn't Universal does.
Yeah, Universal does.
So he got that sort of right. He said it was Paramount though, but he was in the realm.
In a realm far away. Far away.
That's right.
Yes, there are some references in some certain movies apart from Universal that there is a globe, but modern movies these days they don't even entertain it. They just want to get the opening sequence, the credits, who's producing it.
Yeah, we don't do credits like we used to back in the day.
Oh,
where there would be like a song playing for 2 minutes and you would have to sit there and go through all the credits before the opening scene came. Like that used to be a big thing, even back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe even into the early 2000s, they still did it a little bit, depending on the movie. And like, if it was a big thing, like a new comic movie or something, then you probably had credits.
If it's been hyped up, that coming soon, coming soon in December of 2024. CC is going to be thinking.
That's it. That's
I
it.
don't
That's
know.
all you need to say. That'll be new.
I mean, that's big.
That's big on its own.
That's
There you
big.
go.
So when the
It'll be
movie comes out,
Yeah.
so when the movie comes out, CC is thinking. You've got to have a big intro. You because you've bigged it up. You've. But yeah, movies these days, whatever. Just as long as the only thing in CC is the
monkey.
That's all I can think of. That's all I can
It's
think
just
of.
like Jesus. And also, can I just bring up that we're doing it again with the movie? Like we're technically we're sitting here, we're talking about what's in the opening scene of a movie. What for? If a movie had globes in it, like so what? Does that prove that the world's a globe? Even no, not really.
True. So
I
yeah,
don't really understand what we're doing, CC.
we got slightly off topic there. But I think what he's trying to say is that every movie has a globe in it. No, it doesn't.
No, they don't. There's very
just
few,
doesn't.
actually.
It just doesn't.
Maybe a circle, but that doesn't mean that it's then like the globe Earth. That's not the same thing,
That
CC.
we all live on a flat land, stationary, non-motionless. They moved it, and they said that you live on a spinning web ball in space, traveling at this enormous amount of speed. Yet I don't remember learning about chasing the sun at this enormous amount of speed and whatever. I just remember the solar system and being stationary there in the solar system. But I don't know. Other
CC keeps saying that he was taught in school that the world was stationary, and he was not.
Well, I mean, this is obviously where it all started, isn't it? Because he went to a very, 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 very bad school. If a school taught you that you were a stationary planet and everything revolved around you, then either you went to a really bad school or your geography teacher was fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like what happened here. Or now hear me out. This is what I actually think happened. You'll notice CC uses the phrase, I don't remember, when he discusses this.
He does.
And I think more what happened is he doesn't remember that class or what he was fucking taught. Because it was years ago. And I personally, looking back, I don't remember the exact classes in which I was taught all of these things either. And sometimes doing homework with my kid, for example, I got to take an extra minute and go do some research for myself and go, wait a minute. I do need to look into this. It's been a while. What's going on here, you know?
When I was in school, I remember.
It's like, CC, you just don't remember being taught specifically anything else. So you've decided that since you don't have a memory of that, that you were taught that the world was stationary.
Is CC a victim of the Mandela effect?
Maybe. Or maybe even of false memories.
False
Who
memories.
knows? It could be either.
Oh, Chris.
You know when you like believe in something like so deeply?
So deep.
I believe he does believe very deeply that the earth is flat. I don't really think he's a troll. I think he believes that he's being lied to. It's like he's now like replaced his past with this memory just to be like, that's where I got it from, guys.
CC thinks the Earth is globe is BS. Then I wonder what he thinks of Syme's theory of 5 concentric spheres. Oh shit! You're going into a completely different realm there. Talking of realms, that would literally explode his head. That would.
I don't even know if he'd understand it.
I don't.
He has a very hard time just with this part of
He's
the
got-
fucking, like
he's-
grade 5 science class.
Wow.
Because I'm thinking you were probably taught that like pretty early public school, right?
schools had different academic plans, shall we say. But anyway, it doesn't make a difference. It's all bullshit. Okay?
Bullshit.
All bullshit.
I love that. I love that.
Everything
That dismissive. That just dismissive. Don't worry about that. Doesn't matter about that. It's all bullshit. If I just dismiss it,
then it's not true.
It just goes away.
Yep.
Just goes away.
Also, then he doesn't have to prove anything. He just says, "Nope, not true. Sorry, don't believe it.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen."
Taught you the history that they taught you, the space that they've taught you,
The space that they taught you. Like in public school and high school, you had a class called space.
Did you have a lesson called space? I mean, I had I don't know. I had maths, English, geography.
I had physics,
history, physics,
biology,
chemistry,
things like that.
RE.
Math.
I don't
Drama. That was
remember.
my
Oh, PE. Don't forget PE. I don't recall a lesson called space.
You have earth science.
But then
we
again,
have environmental science here.
Oh, probably.
I'm assuming that that's similar, but for environmental science, here is mainly like agriculture science, if that makes sense. Like it teaches you about the plants and how to sustain ecosystems and all that kind of fun stuff. It's like more specific to that. So we have that.
The US has earth science.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's your like version of environmental science.
Environmental science.
We have here in Canada. Because I got a 99% in my environmental science class in high school. I'm just saying. I killed that class. My dad's a chemist. My dad is an amateur astronomer. He used to take us out to look through the telescope he built by hand and tell us about the universe. We had 2 globes, Earth and space. That's awesome.
That is exceptionally awesome. I watched your live stream yesterday. I'm sorry I missed it. I should have.
I'm done with this video. I don't think we need to watch this one of CC's anymore.
No. And bring up his latest one. Bring the latest one. I'm still working on a script for that one.
No, I have 2 more we're gonna go through.
Okay. I watched your live stream. I was working my way through it. I'm about 2 hours into it, and it was the bit where Marty went to Canada, and you kept bringing up Canada, oh Canada, and I just pissed myself every time I saw it. I thought that's just so funny. Beavers syrup. I just piss myself every time. But it was great going around the world with Marty. It was
Marty. Yeah, we should get him to go to Antarctica next time. I wouldn't be surprised if he believed the Earth was flat. I really wouldn't.
What's the commission rate in Antarctica, by the way?
I honestly don't know. I'm assuming that it's also $0. Nobody's getting
25% though.
They don't even have. They don't have one. Marty's just made it up. They don't really have one.
What's 25% of 0? Just out of interest, just asking for a
0,
friend.
I believe. Unless there's like 0.0000000. I don't know. Angel says we have separate agricultural science, and there is environmental science, and then earth science.
What's
earth science?
What's earth science? I'm
because now I'm really intrigued because I'm like, you mean to tell me that there actually is a course in the US that is actually called earth science, but somehow CC still ended up a flat earther and seems to think he was taught that the earth is flat and stationary? How did that happen? Like that goes against him even more because I was under the impression that he just had regular science. But if you guys actually have science dedicated to understanding the earth specifically, that just makes this funnier to me. I'm kind of like, what happened to you, Cece? Did you skip that class? Like, what? This is why you don't skip school, kids.
Yeah,
Stay in school.
Stay in school, kids. Stay in school and
Stay
don't
in
do drugs.
school.
And don't do drugs.
So I have this one.
Checkers, anyone? I don't know. I'm gonna take the middle guy right there. You guys can take that one. I don't know. All right, move your piece, but I'm taking the middle right there. It's great.
What? Take your what? Oh, he's playing chess.
Yeah, we're playing checkers
Gotcha.
with the chemtrails. It's chemtrails checkers.
Gotcha.
Do you want to be red or black?
Oh, I'll go red.
Okay, I'll be black,
Okay.
and then we can play checkers with the chemtrails. But I thought this was funny because Cece had disappeared for quite a bit. Everyone was very worried about him.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, oh my God, Cece hasn't done a video for Friday, even because he didn't do his usual Friday video, which, if you know, Cece likes to do a video every Friday to give us something to think about on the weekend.
Oh,
If
that's
he
right,
doesn't
because
upload a video on Friday, Chuck and
then
I
we-
have nothing to think about
we
all
we
weekend
just,
long.
We just
We're
sit there
just staring
staring out the window
out into the space that doesn't exist.
and looking at the atmosphere that doesn't exist, and we just go,
Watching the clouds fly by us since we're stationary.
I've got nothing to think about.
Cece didn't drop a video, so now my mind will be empty for almost 3 days. So it was very, very upsetting, and everyone was very upset with empty minds for a whole weekend. And then he came back with this. It was just kind of funny. He was like, I'll play checkers with you guys.
Checkers, anyone? I don't
Red.
know. I'm gonna take the middle guy right there. You guys can take that one. I don't know.
And I'm like, Cece, I don't think that's how checkers works. I think I get to pick where I go. I think you're cheating. I don't like this game anymore.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't want to play poker with this guy. Holy shit.
I know. I was kind of like, what do you mean I'll go there? Excuse me, I'll go where I want to go.
All right, move your piece, but I'm taking the middle right there.
He's bossy. Move your piece, he said.
Move your piece. I'm taking this square.
Yeah, excuse me, sir.
And
it's great.
And CC, there isn't actually a square.
It's not a grid.
It's more of a
E.
two-line. Oh, it's a big E.
It
Oh,
looks
it's a
kind of
big
like an E to me. Like I was like,
It's a big E for Earth. E for
God's
Earth.
trying to communicate with you and say the earth is not flat, Cece. He's spelling it out with the chemtrails. You should listen to him. He's trying to reach you. God's looking down on you, and he's using the planes because, he's telling you to
wake up.
So it's time to wake up.
I love how you do that.
Wake up on our flat earth. So that was fun. And then after that, Cece uploaded another video. Now this one was called Zulu Lone. I don't know.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you're familiar with who that is.
Zulu One.
Zulu
I did.
One.
I did have to research it. Apparently, he's another flat earther and I've looked at some of his videos and they're pretty shit. I have to admit.
Okay, but here's the thing, because we're not going to talk shit about him today. Because in this video, I've cut it out. In this video, Cece announces that Zulu One actually passed away on a live stream that he was doing.
And I just want to cut in there and say our condolences to Zulu One's family and friends.
Yeah.
When anybody passes away, it's terrible.
We're not here to talk about
No.
Zulu One.
But
I cut it out of the stream because it's CC remembering his friend that passed and talking about how the death has affected him wishing his family well. it's not for us to react to.
No.
I don't believe in reacting to things like that. Chuck and I had already accidentally reacted to it on his channel because we had no clue that that's what the video was going to be.
Yeah.
It just says, I miss you, Zulu 1 on our flat earth. And when we clicked on it and it was playing, we kind of went, oh shit, his friend passed away. That's awful. And then kind of just had to like go through it. That video got taken down, not because of that or because,
not because of that.
CC. It was taken down for another copyright to do with music, I believe.
It was.
From another video.
Yes.
So I decided that now that we know what we're getting ourselves into tonight, we have cut that part out. And yes, our condolences go out to this man's family, any of his friends, even if they are flat earthers. Similarly, when people pass away that are in on passive,
doesn't matter.
We send our condolences. We say we're very sorry to hear that. It's never good news, no matter who it is or what community they're in. So I just wanted to let you know we're going to be reacting to that video, but I've cut it out. So that because that's I feel like some things you just don't react.
No, 100%. But what I do want to say, and I am working on a script for this video. But it is amazing that yes, he does an outpour for the loss of Zulu 1, and again our condolences. But I think it's about a minute and a half after he's done his whole "my friend has passed," just
he yells at us.
Switches.
It's a switch.
Just a switch.
It's a switch. You'll know when it was, and you'll be a little surprised. So when it kind of skips in this video, that's when he was speaking about his friend.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris. From New York, Westchester County. It's 12/8/24.
And I'm like, CC, why are you way down there?
I know. I opened this. I was so excited when I saw this video, and I opened it and I went, "Chris, what are you doing? The camera's way up high and you're way down low." Did you?
The best was when he broke his leg.
Oh.
And then we realized that he does this whole thing where he would have had to have like set up his camera and then pressed record. And then he like went back and sat in that chair that you see in his background there. And then he got up again and walked towards us. And we were like, what are you doing?
And this is what we talked about in my live stream about editing skills. And we sort of had this deep discussion about, does he know how to edit? Does he not know how to? And I think he does, because there is absolutely no way that you could play that video without you, first of all, going up to the phone, hitting record.
No, because it starts with him on the chair.
And walking back to the chair.
Yeah,
Then,
he's like just getting to the chair.
From the chair. So he knows how to edit. He knows how to edit.
He has to know a little bit.
Limited editing skills.
To the Flat Earth community who are watching me, you're aware, of course, that Zulu 1 has passed Mark.
So that's when he brings it up. All right, he goes into, like I said, he talks for a few minutes about how they hung out together and etc. And now he's allegedly moving on from that.
And
sorry, Chuck, go ahead.
I was going to say, and when I saw this video and he said Zulu 1 and then he said Mark, I went, holy cow, Mark Sargent's dead. Because in my mind, I'm thinking Zulu 1. Like Zulu 1 is the top of the tree.
Yeah.
And the first thing I Googled is Mark Sargent dead. I'm going to confess, because The second he said Mark, I'm like,
You thought he meant like our top flat earther, Mark.
the guru.
Yeah, the guru of flat earthers.
The
Mark
guru.
Sargent, the king himself has passed.
I didn't literally have a heart attack, but I just went, oh, Mark Sargent's dead.
Well, you tricked Chuck, so there's that.
Definitely.
The only time that will ever happen.
Yeah, you got me once, buddy. You ain't gonna get me again.
I see that people have been fucking around once again at the expense of me having fun.
Yeah, no, there was no time. There was no time.
No, I think it was about 2 minutes 14 seconds of I don't know where my script is, but it was like that, just gone.
Just right into it.
I'm
We're fucking around.
My friend just passed away. Oh, and now they're fucking around with me. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Seriously.
Seriously.
What the hell, man?
So I'd love to know who he's talking about. Is it you? Is it me? Is it Simon Dan? Is it Cricky
It's probably
Blinder?
Simon Dan. Let's be real.
Is it MC Toon? Is it FTFE?
Or
is
it's
it
all
Planet
of us.
Walk?
Sarcastic barman.
It's everybody.
All of us.
It's everybody.
Uploading my videos, turning my words into whatever, and
That one pissed me off because I was like, we've never twisted his words.
No, God, no.
Don't act like we take your words and we turn them into something that you're not saying, because
You
there
do
is
it.
not one person that reacts to you that does that on here. That's the thing. We don't have to. You
I was
do
gonna
it all
say,
on your own.
because you do it perfectly
Yeah.
by yourself.
Like, we don't have to make you
We don't
say
have to do
crazy shit. You just do it. What do you mean?
He does all the hard yards for us. He
Because
does all
like you make this job easy.
He makes it so fucking easy.
Like, you just give us examples that we can use just over and over again.
the truth is that we are stationary. We're flat. We're covered with a dome, and there's nothing
Bingo.
anybody can do about it. And we
Bingo. Oh, we should have we should have put the bingo card up for
We're
this.
stationary.
Stationary,
We're covered
flat,
with the
covered with
dome.
didn't make this. God did. That's right. God loves you.
Aww.
Aww.
I'm atheist though.
You have potential. You want a final experiment? Here, I'll give
Now he's gonna get mad about the final experiment.
you a fucking final experiment, okay? You take 2 boats around Antarctica, all right? 2. The supposed island on the bottom of Earth, okay? You take 2 fucking boats, you have them go around the island and meet at the other side. That's the final experiment. But the Navy...
And I'm like, no, that's not what they're doing. They've already decided, Cece. You're a little late.
Yeah, you're a bit late to the party here, buddy.
And won't do it because they know what the results will be. Okay, because apparently this island's only, 13,000 miles in width? So that's fine. Should only take them a day, not even, and they could meet on the other side of the island, and there you go. They won't because...
A day.
A day.
It'll take them a day.
A day.
A day. Yep.
Okay.
1 day.
If you're in a
boat,
6 million horsepower speedboat, then
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that you would have to be in quite the ship for this journey.
It's
Otherwise, you're gonna go down like the Titanic. You'll basically hit an iceberg and you'll be done.
We are covered with an ice wall. We are surrounded in an ice wall like a...
Oh, it sounds like you weren't
Oh.
sure there, Cece.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a hiccup there.
What's going
Oops,
on,
Daisy.
man?
Oh.
Well, Cece, you can do a GoFundMe and pay for the boats yourself. I'm like, they've already decided the final experiment. You missed it, Cece. I'm sorry. But yeah, he can fund his own. I bet if CC was offered that Antarctica trip, he would back out at the last minute because he wouldn't be able to risk having his worldview shattered. Probably.
Pond. These continents that are around are like islands. It's as simple as that. It's simple. Simple to understand. There is no space. NASA has been bullshitting your fucking taxpayers' money.
Again, it's always just NASA. Again, there's over 70 of them. But NASA.
It's just
NASA lying to us.
It's not just NASA. Like I said, there are 71 different space agencies and technology companies around the globe that are interested in. Did I say
around the globe?
Did I say around the globe? Oh, stop it. It's not just NASA. It's not just NASA.
But for some reason, to these guys, it's always just all about NASA.
Please stop.
Like, they're always just like NASA, NASA, NASA. I'm like, what? You don't realize they're not the only one?
And also, look at the latest rockets that have gone into orbit. I had to say it, but it's SpaceX. It's Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's Elon Musk. So you should
It's
yell
Elon
at him
Musk.
like that.
So
that
yell
UFC
at-
dude did.
Yeah, but don't forget, Elon Musk is a very good friend of a certain person that surnames rhymes with rump.
Dump?
Dump. Oh, God, that's even better.
Dump.
And it confused me the other day. I was in the car the other day, and brain fart. The Notre Dame reopened a few days ago,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
and
Man.
it's taken years to restore it, and everybody was there. Obviously, the French Prime Minister, the British Prime Minister,
Everyone was there except Trump.
everyone was there. Trump was there.
Oh, he was there.
He was there. But guess who else was invited?
Who?
Well, not necessarily invited, but guess who? Fucking Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Why would he be there? What's he got to do with?
Isn't he
the
from
Notre
Europe?
Dame? No, he was actually born in.
Well, he's from Europe or something.
Well, it was mentioned where he was born.
Well, it wasn't. Okay.
Oh, doesn't matter. But this monumental moment in history where the Notre Dame has been restored and reopened. South Africa, thank you very much. Why would you invite Elon Musk? What's he got to do with anything? Is he going to motorize it?
Maybe. Maybe.
Put elevators in?
Oh, ew. He
Jill
uses
Biden.
his perfume? Why? Because he stinks? So he needs to sell perfume? South Africa?
Yeah, Elon Musk was born in South Africa.
He was born in South Africa. I thought he,
He
was
was
born
born-
like,
yeah.
fucking somewhere else.
No,
Because
he was
Musk
born-
is going to be the new first lady, Chuck.
I think literally.
Maybe he kicked in some money
Nah.
to rebuild it.
Nah, he
Maybe.
Nah.
It would
He
be a
wouldn't.
good idea. I think he was probably there because it was a big media moment, and he's going to be wherever the media is going to be. You want my opinion?
He's just following Trump. Wherever Trump goes, Elon will be
A
there.
little bit of that, but then also it is a very big moment in history.
It's massive.
Elon wants to be a part of history really, really badly. That's why
Mhm.
he's doing all the SpaceX stuff and all that right now. So I could see him being like, yeah, that's definitely an event that I'm going to go and attend. And they'll take my picture there next to Trump, and it will be wonderful.
It's going to
It'll be huge.
Don't don't bring
Hi,
Chris's.
Sam. Good to see you.
Yeah, don't bring that. I was going to say.
I have some people get very mad at me when I talk about U.S. politics and I like throw shade at Trump. But I'm like, I'm in Canada, so like to me, all of your guys' politics is like just a big joke.
Yeah.
Like we can't take it seriously from other countries. I'm sorry if you want us to take you seriously. Vote somebody that actually deserves respect. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like I had someone get mad at me because I was like, I don't like Trump, and they were in the US and they were like, you don't know what it's like for those of us that are in the US to always be seen as the racist country. And I was like, it's funny you say that because we're actually told, and you're told to put Canadian flags on you and pretend to be Canadian when you travel for a reason. But maybe if you don't want to be seen as racist,
guess what?
I got some tips. You know what I mean?
Don't be.
Did you hear about how Trump referred to Prime Minister Trudeau as the governor of the great state of Canada? Yeah, he thinks that Canada came from the US.
Oh, you're.
Like he straight up announced that the last time that he was elected. And I was like, they're not going to elect a guy that actually thinks that the US was the first country and that they created all the other countries. That would be silly. And then it happened. So I stopped having any faith in politics after that.
Yeah.
But also, Trudeau just might be the governor of the great state of Canada.
Jesus.
All politicians are evil. That's right. I make fun of all of them. One of my most viewed videos is a video of me making fun of Justin Trudeau. Because in all of his speeches, he goes, like 5 million times. And I'm like, sir, you grew up the son of a prime minister. You had good schooling, and now you're our prime minister. How have you not learned how to do public speaking yet?
How can you?
At all?
How can you not say the word
Like it's one of the first things that you're taught when you're like learning how to give presentations is how to not use these filler words. It drives me insane.
How to not say.
He's the worst person for it. You will never get through a speech without him. Like he can't even say 3 sentences without putting an or an in the middle. And every time I'm like, oh my God, just fucking stop.
I mean, I have to admit, when I do my live streams, when I do my Sunday night live streams, I talk about I cover off sports, I cover off how my week's been and all that, and then eventually I'll just sort of go, what else have I got to talk about? And that's natural. I mean, that's normal for just a normal guy who's just trying to think about things. But as a career politician, I mean, this guy was a politician from the moment he popped out. Like you said, his dad was the prime minister. So this guy,
he grew up in the fucking parliament.
This guy
in a
literally, there was a creche. There was a creche in the Canadian Parliament. You know, he must have grown up there. So
he did.
So
with real good private education.
As a politician, is just it's just
cancer.
It's just not part of your rhetoric.
No, it shouldn't be. And it's like all of his speeches do it. So I made fun of him. I made a whole song of it.
Oh, good on you. Good on you.
And it's one of my like most viewed videos on here still.
Good on
But
you.
then people get mad at me when they're like, what political side are you on? And I'm like, I take no prisoners.
I mean,
none. I'm just on my own island over here.
On my channel, we have three rules: no politics, no religion, no COVID. All right, we don't talk about them. And I made a bit of a boo boo when the election was on, the presidential election, the American presidential, and I lost my shit. I literally lost my shit because they voted Trump back in again. And I sort of said to the American people, are you guys serious? Have you not been watching anything he's done? Certainly over the...
I don't think they have the same news as us.
Oh,
There's like a lot of people in the US that like don't know what Project 2025 is. And they
That's
seem
scary.
to think it has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
that's scary.
And they're like, no, he said that he has nothing to do with it.
That's
so
right.
it
He
doesn't
said he's
have
got nothing
anything
to do with it.
And I'm like, okay.
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 You
And
do
then
know
people
he's...
yell at me because I'll be like, I think you should look into what it is, because if you're a conservative, it's a conservative document that you will not like.
Mhm.
You will not like it. It goes against all of your conservative views as well as all of the liberal views. So if you think it's a one-sided document, it's not.
It goes against
Everything that America is
everything.
supposed to be.
Everything.
Everything that Donald Trump stands up and claims he cares about America, he's allegedly going to do away with, according to this document.
Literally.
So it's like, that's his plan, though. And part of the start of the plan was to trick the American people into voting him in the second time. Because by then they would really let him take control. Especially since there was someone in between. Like, it was all a big planned thing. And I'm kind of like, maybe you guys should get to know about it a little bit more. I'm just saying, just look into it.
Yeah.
Just look into it.
It's very scary.
They only watch Fox and read disinformation. See, the thing is, I don't watch any news source. I don't get my information from any news source. I do my own personal research and reading.
Fox.
There's a synopsis of it that's about 100 pages that you can read, and it's 900 pages. So you can read through it. But it's also very, very long and winded, so that the normal American everyday person cannot read through it.
That's the most funniest comment I've ever seen. No, that one's funny. Sky News Australia, the best. Sky News Australia is so freaking biased. It's ridiculous. Oh my stars. I lived in Australia for 10 years. Sky News Australia it's one of the worst media outlets that ever existed. It really is.
It's kind of a herd mentality with the support, and politics is very strange in the US. It's very like black and white, left and right, and that's it. That's all.
Yeah, there's no sort of independence.
And people don't understand, like, you can just be in the center. You can be independent, not have any party.
The beginning, from 1958, they've been freaking taking all your money, $90 million a day for nothing. For shit. You're never going to the moon. You're never going back. Every time they say they're going, a problem always happens. Think about that. Think. How can people still fucking believe that we live on this ridiculous Walt Disney World spinning wet ball?
Walt Disney World spinning wet ball.
Bingo.
One.
That's on the bingo.
Disney World spinning wet ball. That's a new one. Now it's a
Walt,
Walt Disney World spinning wet ball.
Oh, Walt Disney's on the bingo card. He says it all the time because he
loves
just thinks.
But he's never said Walt Disney spinning wet ball, has he?
Oh, that's true. Oh,
He
that's true.
usually says
Gotcha.
telling stories like Walt Disney or
Disney.
He'll
Disney
talk
World.
about Disney and corporate and stuff.
Gotcha, but he's never actually said.
But
a
I don't
Walt
think he's ever
spinning-
said Disney spinning
Disney
wet ball.
Spinning wet ball.
Now, if he would have finished it with that stationary on our flat Earth, that would have been fucking perfect.
That's bingo. That's bingo right there. That's covers every single square.
Right, exactly. It would have been everything.
Like, these fucking people are NPCs as far as I'm concerned. Okay, they are fucking NPCs. If they can't see what's in their face and they're fighting against you, trying to hold on to something that they don't even understand. Ask him questions. Ask him the radius of Earth. Ask him how far away the closest star is. Ask him how big the universe is. How fast is expanding. They can't give you dick, but yet they're fighting against something they don't understand.
They're fighting? They're fighting. Okay.
No, it's
can't give dick.
It
doesn't want your dick.
It's the dick thing.
Can't give dick.
Do you remember? Do you remember on my live stream the 12-hour marathon? That did you get my email about that? By the way, I can't fix it.
Yeah, I did.
I just cannot fix it. And it's really pissing me off. Anyway, Samuel, I was in Perth. Perth is beautiful. Perth is absolutely 100% beautiful. What was it he was talking about? It was the earthquake in New York, and he didn't feel dick.
He didn't feel dick.
And then there was the solar eclipse.
And I said, I hope he didn't feel any dick. Because if he did, then we might have had to have called the police.
We
don't
need
think
to
he consented.
we need to call 911. But then he kept mentioning dick, and he kept going on about dick, and I think
that's true. And now he's going on about dick again. I think maybe he does want the dick.
I think he's maybe a bit partial to dick. I don't know. I'm just.
You thought it was Red on the stream with me? No. This is not Red Firm. This is Chuck Chases the Facts. Although I would stream with Red if he did.
Why? I mean, that's like fighting against. It's like fighting against a car dealer, not understanding the mechanics.
Yeah. Do you want his dick? I'm just wondering where the dick comes in.
Just asking.
He's a little Hawk Tua spit on that thing. We discovered that scam on Monday. That's why. She scammed everyone, eh? Did you hear about that?
Oh, sorry. Who is this?
The Hawk Tua girl.
Hawk Tua?
Yeah, she's famous.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know the.
You don't know the meme? You'll have to watch my stream then from Monday.
Of the vehicle, and you're fighting against it. It doesn't make any sense at all to me. Why they just don't stop and ask critical questions. You know, that's it. Asking questions like, why I feel no movement
with your dick. Little blue pill for that, CC. I'm just saying, you can fix it.
It's blue, by the way, just in case you didn't know.
I can't get over the dick parts now.
How could a star's light travel trillions of miles away and we can still see it? When meanwhile you can take a flashlight and go down 4 blocks and it disappears and you can't see it anymore.
There's a
CC, do you know why that is?
There's a very easy explanation for this. There's a. Do you want to explain it, or shall I explain it? I mean, I think
why do you think it would disappear that light the further that you get from something? Have you ever seen the experiment that the flat earther did, where he took 2 pieces of cardboard, and he cut a little hole in between the cardboard pieces?
I've got it.
Do you have it?
I've got it. I'm just gonna.
I have it somewhere too. I don't know where it is right now, though. It's not in my main folder.
Let me see.
Because that would just be the perfect clip right now. Do I have it?
God, I've got it. I know I've got it, but I just don't know what it's called. I should have named it.
I'm looking. Because I know I had it too at one point, but I don't.
My stars. I've just typed in flat into my search, and I've got about 6 million hits.
I love that though. He's like, so when you have a flashlight and then you run really far away, it disappears.
That's that's because, Chris, a typical flashlight is. I'm again. I'm going to pick figures out of my arse here, but a typical flashlight is about, let's say, 1,000 lumens. Okay. So when you take that light far away from you, those lumens disappear. A star that is literally trillions of miles away, literally trillions of miles away, is so big, Chris. Now think about, and coming back to your question as well, we can't name our nearest star. The nearest star is actually called the sun, and it's 93 million miles away, and you can fit 1.3 million Earths into the sun. The next star to us is Alpha Centauri. I can't even begin, and I don't think even Google can even begin to tell you how many Earths it takes to put into Alpha Centauri. It is massive. It is so big. You can take our sun that takes 1.3 million Earths to fill, and you could probably put, at a guess, about 1 million suns into Alpha Centauri. That's how big it is, and that's why it shines in the sky. Just saying, Chris. Just saying.
I don't know if he would even believe you. He'd just tell you it's a big giant like
you just
flashlight.
Nobody grasps the concept of how big things are. So, I mean, the Earth is massive. We have to appreciate that the Earth is massive. 8.3, 8.5 or 8,361 miles wide. That's big. That's big. The distance to the moon is 238,000 miles away. It's big. It's huge. The sun is colossally huge. You just have to grasp the concept of how big everything is.
See, that's the thing I think is part of the problem too. I think he believes that like the Earth is the biggest thing.
No, everything is huge. Everything is massive. We don't. Well, we grasp. Normal people grasp how big everything is, but flat earthers don't comprehend the size of everything. It's God, it gets frustrating at times. It just gets frustrating. Where is that, Sharon?
Yeah, I can't find it. I tried to find it.
No, I know I've got it somewhere, but I just can't think where I've actually filed it. Fold it somewhere. But it's so it's basically Jeranism, who is currently in Punta Arenas with Austin Whitsitt, and he set up this experiment of 3 panels over a distance. I can't remember the distance, and the theory was that can't remember his name. The guy at the end was going to hold a flashlight like this, and they had 3 pieces of cardboard, and the theory was that they were going to see the light.
Yeah, because he was going to travel, and he was going. And no, it was actually the theory was if he turned on the light and held it in front of him, and the other guy could see the light, the Earth was flat.
Right.
If he had to take the light and put the light over his head in order for the other guy to see the light, then obviously the Earth was curved because he had gone over the curve. So he would have to raise the light for the other guy to see it. And they went a fair distance away. And so they do the experiment and they're recording it for the video. And the guy goes, okay, are you turn on the light? So he goes, I did. And he's like, oh, did you find it?
I found it.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Start it from the beginning. It's not at the start.
You have a backup experiment. If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard or 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light? 17 feet. I mean, it's his... we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
So as you can see, that didn't go very well for him.
That didn't work. I'm going to rename that.
How?
So that was the experiment, which basically proves that there's a curve in the Earth, right? So
Jerem fail, flat Earth.
That would be why, CC. That would be why you don't see it.
That's why.
Because the Earth is curved. I know he just goes.
I know. Every in any video, Simon, not Simon, and he doesn't.
That's probably why I say it all the time.
Creaky Blinder, FTFE, MC Toon, myself. When anything, we just go, that's interesting. We just do it. Interesting.
I probably say it so much because I watch so many of these videos, and I do that. If I hear something over and over and over again, it gets added to my autistic vocabulary.
Baron, you are incorrect about Alpha Centauri. It is indeed larger than the Sun, but only about 1.2 to 20% larger and about 10% more massive. I apologize. I was plucking figures out my ass because I haven't researched and I don't know too much about it. But it's ooh, that's a bit deep. Where's that?
Minnesota, out there in Minnesota. Whenever you say interesting, I'm not very good at the Minnesota accent.
No, Minnesota's
always a bad thing.
Minnesota's talk very softly. They talk very gently. MC Toons from Minnesota.
From Minnesota, don't you know?
Minnesota. I had
stories possible.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I was gonna say I've got. We were talking about the video. I've got the video queued up as well.
The sun and the moon eclipse each other. That's right. And Earth eclipse. Yeah, and
the Earth eclipse.
What?
There's an
the
Earth
Earth does what?
What? And people don't understand that the sun and the moon are self-projecting lights. Where is the moon all of a sudden? It goes in front of the sun, okay? And that's a solar eclipse. Okay, the sun eclipses itself. All of a sudden, the moon just disappears too. After the eclipse is done, where is the moon gone? The moon does whatever the fuck it wants to do.
And we just don't see it, Cece.
At this point, comes up for 14 hours a day sometimes, and then just disappears. Comes up over there the next day. Comes up anywhere it wants. These are self-projecting objects up there. You can't land on them.
Right, the moon reflects the light from the sun.
They're not solid.
They're not solid, he says.
I don't know. I just think they just create this world for people and they don't question it because they've been beaten down all of their lives.
They create this world for people
Mhm.
and then they don't question it.
Yeah.
But he believes in God.
Oh,
as a creator.
so the creator, he, she, or whoever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Famous quote.
They've just been beaten on the head with this nonsense. Fed total garbage, globes, classrooms, and told that you could one day be an astronaut.
I guess all the classrooms, all the schools are also in on this conspiracy then.
You'll be able
right?
Didn't think about that. Oh, shit. So we've now gone from 2 million people to, I don't know, 2.5 million people involved in this conspiracy.
There's a lot of people to keep in line.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder why NASA's so busy.
to walk on the sky. Or walk on the moon when it's all
Walk on the sky.
nonsense.
You can't
It's just
walk on the sky. What are you talking about? Walking on
I
the
think
sky?
he thinks that you could walk on the skyline.
You can walk on the sky? What?
That's not what walking along the skyline means, Cece.
Is that what the police sang about back in the 70s? Walking on the moon. They meant to say walking on the sky. What?
Maybe that's what it is. He knows something we don't.
Garbage. All of it.
It's because he's paid by
There's
NASA.
never going to be.
He's the
paid by-
one that has the conspiracy.
He's paid by NASA. That's
He's an NPC.
Star Wars. You'll never go anywhere.
You just told me that Jesus loves me and that I have a purpose
Mhm.
at the beginning of this. And then
Yeah.
somehow by the end of this, you're telling me that I'm not going to go anywhere. Geez, you're hot and cold.
No matter how high you go, it's all level. And it always will be. And they're going to try to hide it at any expense they possibly can.
Who's they? Why is it always they?
It's
I
they.
need to meet whoever they is. They's
Well,
into a lot everywhere.
you
Every
wanna-
time I turn around, it's they.
You are never going to meet they. Okay,
I need
they
to know
are.
who they are. They're in town.
They are a secret organization. You know, it's
Even on passive does the they thing.
it's
Where
back.
they're like they're trying to stop us, and I'm like, who's they?
It's back. It's back. Look, you've Queen. You've got to understand. It's all backed by the Illuminati.
By
okay?
the Illuminati. So
It's the-
Scientology then.
It's the Illuminati. All right. Just
In
it's
my
they.
opinion, that's Scientology.
It's they.
That is real though.
Oh, I know that's real, but I mean, Illuminati doesn't actually exist. But
No, not in the way that it's
I
portrayed as.
I sort of see where you're going with that.
No, I always joke on my channel that if the Illuminati did exist, it wouldn't be the Illuminati. It would just be Scientology.
Scientology. Yeah, fair comment.
Because that's the closest thing you're ever going to get to the Illuminati. I'm just saying.
it's probably better close.
You do want to talk about the one that's real. It's that one. We're worrying about make-believe things when there's very real things here that we should be paying attention to, maybe. But yeah, that was interesting. CC?
I thank you for something. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
And then he disappears, and we're just left with his hair. His beautiful head of scuttle hair.
I'm so jealous of his fucking hair. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie.
He does have some good hair. That is the one thing you can say about CC. And to close this off, because that was the last thing I got for us today, we've made it to the end. You guys have made it to the end. I'm proud of you. We're gonna let Chuck play our favorite video of CC.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Well, same day, same time.
Wrong. We've proved this right here, right now. What day is it for you, Queen?
It's the 11th.
And it's a
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. It is Thursday here.
Yeah, so we're not on the same day.
So not the same day, Chris. Not the same day.
This is not to scale, of course.
No shit.
When I grew up.
Did he?
You want to be a pumpkin?
Isn't there a resemblance? Isn't there kind of resemblance there to the pumpkin and the?
A little bit.
I think he wanted to be a pumpkin when he grew up. Bless.
The solar system was stationary.
Nobody ever in the history of geography teachers taught us that the solar system was stationary.
Yeah, that hasn't been a thing ever in the school system.
I've never heard that in my entire life. The only person that has said that the solar system is stationary is this man on this video. I have never heard it anywhere.
All right, honey, come on.
The sun was standing.
Why don't you stop this bullshit?
Just in case you didn't hear that, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't hear that, Mrs. CC there in the background says, "Why don't you stop this bullshit?"
Why don't you? Oh, she actually goes, "Oh, why don't you stop this bullshit?"
Oh, does she go, ugh?
Yeah, there's a little. Yeah,
Oh.
you can rewind it.
Why don't you stop this
Oh,
bullshit?
no. Back a bit more.
The sun was standing.
Why don't you stop this bullshit?
Oh, she does too.
Yeah, there's a little. Oh, why don't you stop this
Stop
bullshit?
this bullshit.
She's just done. She's over it.
She's gone.
I mean, could you blame her? Every day in her kitchen. All right. She's like, I just want to get a drink and make a sandwich, and I can't because you're talking about the flat earth in our kitchen every day. Yes, respect.
It's the wife. It is definitely wife. It's not a girlfriend. It's the wife.
Yeah, it's the wife. She like pushes them out of the way.
Yeah. Can you just give me like 5 minutes?
He has this face of defeat.
Can you give me like 5 minutes?
No, you've had it all morning, and I'm just freezing, and I'm hungry.
No, you've had all morning.
All
I'm hungry.
morning.
You've had all morning. I'd love to know. I guess you.
Because he recorded a video. I think when he said the same day, it was because he had recorded another video earlier on that day and uploaded it. So in this video, he didn't feel the need to tell us the date again because it was the same day as his last video.
Oh, true.
So then that's why she says, you've had all morning because he already recorded like a half an hour long video from his kitchen earlier that day. And who knows how many he records in his kitchen every morning.
It's
like, because I think at that time he was uploading like 3 a day or something. And this is why he records in his car.
That's right, because she's kicked him out. She's gone.
No, she's actually admitted it.
She's gone.
He's actually said, I have to record this in my car because someone won't let me in the house anymore. So when he's recording in the kitchen, it's because she's not home.
And that's why. Oh, see, look at me. Look at all these videos. Look at all these videos I've got on, Chris. and that's why he records in the car. That's why he records when he's at work, because she will not stand for this bullshit. She will absolutely.
She just refuses to
wake up.
Okay.
That was perfect.
Right.
That
That's
was
what
perfect.
CC has to do. CC's out here all like,
What the fuck is the matter with these people?
he's all mad.
I've got this. Oh, I just found the psychiatrist. We got time to play the psychiatrist clip.
Yeah, we can play it. How long is it? Is it long?
Oh, hang on. Whoa. Whoa. Hang on, I've got it on the wrong screen. Hang on a sec. Get over here. Oh, hang on a sec.
Shoot, don't go there.
VLC is not loving me at the moment. VLC hates me. Here we go.
Yeah, we should have enough time for that.
Thinking about your brother?
So this is CC at the pictures with his
He's at
family.
the movie theater with his daughter and her friends for a birthday party viewing of the Super Mario movie.
And he says this.
I've never been apart this long. Don't worry. We're going to save him.
It actually looks like a quite a good movie. I don't know if anybody's seen this.
You don't seem like you're from here. I don't know where I'm from.
Tell them about the flat Earth.
Yes. My early
Tell them about the flat Earth.
memory is arriving.
It's my daughter's birthday. This is a little present for her. She's here with her friends. But I've noticed, look at this.
I was
This
so
is
lucky
this
they
is the
found me.
Smurfs. Remember the Smurfs back in
They took
the
me in.
80s?
Then he says it's the Smurfs.
It's got nothing to do
And
with
I'm like,
the
this is
fucking.
not the Smurfs. See,
It's got fuck all to do with the Smurfs.
not the
You would-
Smurfs, but
you would
nice
know the
try.
Smurfs. This is Mario Brothers, okay?
Basically, like one of their own.
This movie,
And
Super Mario
when I was
Brothers.
ready,
But I've seen so many things that.
they made me their princess.
Oh, and they're ridiculing flat Earth too. They have a disc in space.
Maybe you
What
should.
happened? Crap.
Why don't you go see a psychologist?
I already have.
Huge sunset.
And he kicked me out of his office.
A lot of galaxies.
And his wife is like, do you have to do this right now?
Yeah.
And
Why
he
don't you-
goes, and she goes, can you stop it?
Why don't you go and see a psychiatrist?
Yeah,
And he
why don't you go
giggles,
see a psychiatrist?
And he giggles.
What happened? Crap.
Why don't you go see a psychologist?
I already have.
Huge sunset.
And he kicked me out of his office.
Stop it, she says. He's like, I already have. She's like, stop it.
And he goes, he kicked me out of his office. And to be fair, and to be honest,
I believe him.
I think
I'm not going to question that.
I would too. I would.
I'm like, I would have too, yeah. I mean, how do you help someone like that? And that's the thing, though, is that there is no way to get him to believe anything different.
No.
Like, if that's what the problem is, you can't solve that as a therapist. It sucks, but it's true.
Because I think then the therapist would have to go see a therapist who would then have to go see a therapist who would then have to go see a therapist.
Yeah, they do that anyway. When you're a therapist, you usually have to go see your manager after meetings.
Yeah, but
That's
then
what I did before.
But then I think it goes back. Like the therapist has to see the therapist who then has to see a therapist who then has to see a therapist who then has to see a therapist who then has. If you had this guy in your office,
Yeah.
you'd
therapists usually say you cannot treat a narcissist, right? And this would be
Oh,
very
you can't.
similar
Oh,
to
you
this
can't.
like type of belief system. It's like there's certain things that you can't. Same with like people in unpassive. You can't make them no longer believe in it. Right? Time to call it a night. Can't handle any more CC tonight. Great collab stream. Please do more. Good night and don't fall off the edge. Yes, we are calling it a night right now.
Thank you very much.
We are. So thank you, Baron. Good segue. Because it is going on 10:30 here and I am very tired.
I just want to say thank you. I love doing these with you. We have so much fun. We go off. We don't mean to, but we go off on so many different tangents, which is also amazing because we don't just focus on one thing. We just go. Well, we kind of go like CC's brain.
That's right.
Oh, squirrel. Oh, unicorn. Oh, rainbow. So I just want to thank you very much for having me up on your panel, on your live stream. I really appreciate it. And it's always great to talk to you and it's good to see your audience. Are we going to get the on-passive song? Oh, we should do the on-passive song because I'm actually quite into it.
The on-passive song?
I saw.
We can do it.
I can't remember.
I was just going to play my usual intro, so it doesn't really make a difference if you want.
I can't remember the name of the guy. I watched your live stream. Not Monday, it was last week, and he was literally typing in the words as they were about to come up.
Oh, Mr. Level? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes that one.
And I was thinking, how do you know this? But
because they say it at the end of every on-passive stream.
I need something to
put me to sleep. All right, we could play the on-passive stream.
Shocking.
So
All
Chuck,
right.
hold on a moment, and then we can have a little chat when the outro's done, if you want.
Oh yeah, 100%. I just want to say again, thank you for this. It's brilliant to talk to you. It's amazing to be here. To see all the different audience. Thank you to everybody that was in the chat. We got Sam and Angel and Chrissy and Joe, of course.
And Baron.
And Baron.
And don't forget to subscribe.
And
to
Kevin.
Chuck. His link is down below in the description right now. If you want to go and subscribe to his channel, I go on there probably like every couple months or so.
I think we need to
go on Chuck's, but we got to make it more often.
I think
Maybe
we need to
start alternating or something.
I think we need to shake that up a little
But
bit.
we need to do at least 1 or 2 monthly Flat Earth streams together.
100%.
I think we need to start doing that. So I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing night. And we will see you all very, very soon. Hopefully in the new year, we will get together, Chuck, and do another one. We will be getting together sometime to figure out how we're going to react to the Flat Earth experience. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Or even the final experiment. I think
that's what I meant. Sorry, that's what I meant. The final experiment.
Flat Earth experience.
Why did I say the Flat Earth experience?
What?
Was that the
Why
other
did you
video
say
that
the
they
Flat
were
Earth
doing?
experience?
That was their other video that I was reacting to. Because they made another video called I think it was called the Flat Earth Experience.
Oh, they've made
The Flat Earthers. They were doing like another documentary. I think.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
because Beyond the Curve just didn't fly.
Yeah, there's a new one now, and I think that's what it's called. So that's what I'm thinking of. That's not what we'll be talking about. But we will be getting together probably very early in the new year to discuss how that all went.
100%. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that.
So again, Chuck's channel is down below. Please do go and subscribe to him and subscribe to me if you haven't yet. And as the chat requested, I guess we're in it to win it.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellish, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call.
Hey.
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufar. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or sighing or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was screaming at Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy talking about your experiences. My name is Ash Mufar, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellish, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a fabulous night. Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ash Mufar, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.